Good morning. Good morning, everybody. It is 10:50 a.m. here in the UK. My name is Ursha Shakya, and I am the marketing manager of Bizz Education UK and also the host for today's webinar. I will be joined by Bani, who will be co-hosting with me, and she is also the senior counselor for Bizz Education. Bizz Education has been providing its services since 2008. We have successfully recruited students in different parts of the UK for studies by providing counseling, one-on-one counseling with the students, with their parents. We have been providing facility of test preparation and visa documentation or visa interview session, test preparations, and all of our counselors in Bizz Education are British Council certified agents. So we provide the best of best counseling advice for all the students. Most importantly, we also hold lots of educational fairs for the students in Nepal. We have hold almost more than 15 fairs in Nepal. These fairs are important for the student because it gives you an opportunity to come in direct contact with the representative of the university. You will get the opportunity to ask them any queries like a course related or fees related, or whether some course will suit you or not. So all this is a great platform for you to come in contact with the representative of different universities. We were planning to have a major fair in May, but sadly, due to the ongoing situation, we are doing it virtually this time, and it has been quite a success because of all your participations here in Zoom and everyone watching us in Facebook right now. So today's webinar will be focused on providing you information regarding QA higher education. For that, we will be shortly joined by Jiggy Ahmed, who is the international officer from QA higher education. These sessions will be more focused on the University of London. So this will be a great platform for everyone to get more information. And also have our students who are currently the students in the UK to provide you the real-time experience of what's going on in UK, how they are coping up with the ongoing situation, and how they're doing their daily life. So all this information will be shared as well. We will shortly be starting once Jiki is here with her, but before that, I will give you a format of how today's program will be. We will start with a short presentation by the university representative. And during this session, I would advise all the students to drop in your questions, all your queries, anything that you want to ask to the university, you can write it in the chat box. And after the presentation, we will take in your questions and this will be directed to the representative. After that, we will have our students who are in the UK. The next half of this session will be in Nepali, and this next half you will come in contact with the students who are currently in the UK. So they will share their experience with you, and you can unmute your mic and ask them questions as well, or if you don't feel that comfortable, you can write in your question. But it's an open session. Any doubts you have, you can write it in the chat box, or you can ask directly to whoever is sharing their experience. So it's going to be a very informative session for you to plan ahead of studying in the UK. So we'll be shortly be joined by Jiki. Um, so once he's here, we will start the program formally as well. For all the students who just entered, welcome to every one of you. So Yes, so lots of students have entered right now. So welcome to everyone. As I was just giving introduction, I will repeat that once again. My name is Ursha Shakya, and I am the marketing manager of Bizz Education UK, and also the host for today's webinar. I'll be joined by Bani, who is the senior counselor of Bizz Education. She'll be co-hosting with me today. Most of you have seen her in the office, I guess, in our office in Puljok. Our main office is in Puljok, Nepal, and our branches are in UK and Australia as well. As I was mentioning that Bizz Education has conducted a lot of fairs. We have held more than 15 fairs in Nepal, and these fairs are very essential because it gives you an opportunity to come in direct contact with the representative of the universities. Uh, it's an opportunity for you to clear your doubts or plan ahead of what you'll face in the while coming in the UK. So although we were planning a major fair in May, um, we have done it virtually this time because of the ongoing situation. However, it has been quite a success till date, and today's webinar will be focused on providing you information by QA higher education. This will be specifically for the London University, and for that we'll have Jiggy Ahmed, who will be joining us shortly. Before beginning, I will just give a quick format of how the session is formatted. Uh, Firstly, we will start with the introduction and presentation by Jiggy himself. During this session, I would, like I said, advise all the students, everyone who is joining us, to share as much information as, to ask as many questions as possible regarding your queries of maybe situation of the UK, or how the students are studying, what is the plan of the universities. Any questions are welcome, and all these questions you can write in the chat box below. After the presentation of the representative, we will have a Q&A session, and during this Q&A session, we will direct all these questions to the representative, and he will be answering your queries. And after the Q&A session, the second half of the session will be in Nepali, where we have our students Sunita, Madan, Dikshit, who are currently students in the UK. So they will share their experience with all of you. They will share what things they're going through, how they're studying or coping up with the situation right now. So all this session will be in Nepali, and I would suggest you to, like I said, ask any question. You can also go ahead and during that session, go ahead and unmute your mic and talk to the students directly as well. So few more minutes, and Jiggy will be joining us, and we'll start our session as well. So a few more minutes for us to start. Hari sir, the representative of QA is calling me. I think I'll have to take this call, sir. Would you like to take the lead for a while? Hari sir or Bani, anyone? So you
okay. I think if Kedar sir, I will give like this opportunity to Kedar sir. Kedar sir, could you please explain about the Nepalese market and how Nepalese student gonna benefit from this fair? I think we'll give like some space for the Miss Kedar Bhattarai.
Thank you, sir. Thank you for the opportunity. So first of all, welcome you all in our virtual fair. Bizz has been doing that from last couple of days, means we have started those fairs from the 1st of May, and we are continuously doing this during the whole month, and we will be doing even in the month of June as well. our prime objective for this fair is to provide a platform to all the students to interact directly with the universities. They may have different concerns, they may have different queries, they may have different confusions regarding the situation as well. And even if the situation is not cleared yet, they can discuss with the university on their concern and how can they be benefited with the students as well. They can get the opportunity to interact directly with the students who are studying there, and they will be getting their experiences, and they will be getting their views on what issues are to be considered before studying, before, let's say, starting to plan to study abroad. uh, Not only that, during this lockdown, so it's the utilization of your time, and it will be benefited, all these participants will be benefited in different ways, like, so direct interaction with the university representative as well. So please do your research, do your homework, and prepare questions. Also, I'd like to request all the students to come with your queries which you have, and we will be happier to receive your queries, and we'll put them forward to the university representative. We'll put them forward to student, participant, speaker as well. Not only that, before concluding our session, we will provide you the time to unmute your mic and ask questions to the concern. You can ask us if you have any visa related, any documents related queries. You can ask to us, Nepal office, or even Harisar, our UK director. If you have any queries regarding university, you can ask to university representative. If you have any queries regarding student experiences and all, you can ask to the participant student speaker as well. So it's a golden platform Bizz has been providing to you. Majority of the consultant in Nepal are now almost muted. They haven't been doing anything, but Bizz is the only consultancy that has been continuously aiming to provide you the right information and genuine counseling, and this very good platform. So please feel free to interact and be more interactive and take the maximum advantage of Bizz effort as well. It's for you. The program is for the students who are planning to study abroad, mainly in the UK. So thank you, sir.
Thank you so much, Kedar sir. Uh, we just have a small little error from our technical side, but I think that'll be sorted. So Jiki will be joining us shortly. Or is Jiki already in right now? So he mentioned that he will be joining us quite shortly. So till then, I will once again just give a quick view on the format of the today's session. This is for all the new students who just joined in. My name is Ursha Shakya, and I am the host for today's webinar. And I'll be joined by Bani, who is the senior counselor of Bizz Education. Today's webinar will be focused on providing you information related to the University in London. For that, we will have our representative from international office, Jiggy, who will be joining us shortly. First, we will have the presentation by him, and then after that, we will have a short question answer session. During the presentation, I would advise the students to drop in your queries, write any kind of questions related to the course or the lifestyle of students. You can write it down in the chat box, and after the presentation, we will take in your question. After the Q&A session, we will have a experience sharing by our students in the UK. This part of the session will be in Nepali, and you can always, in the second part of the session, you can always unmute your mic and talk to the students directly as well. So we will be joined by him shortly. Till then, is it okay for few of the students in the UK right now to share their experience for now, and we will do that again later, but just to carry on with our program, anyone in line? Madan, are you online right now? Or any students from the UK? Or for now, we can we also have our director from Bizz Education, Hari sir, with us. So Hari sir, could you please speak on some of your point of views for now, please? Hari sir, your mic is on mute. Sorry.
Okay. Welcome all. Thank you, Usha, for giving me the opportunity to talk something regarding UK education. Okay, me myself, I am a Hari Karki, like director of the Bizz Education. I am a British Council certified counselor, and say Bizz Education always like giving like right counseling towards our students. So that's why like we are just creating this platform to give you opportunity to discuss with the university directly. There is no mediator or anybody who can like communicate behalf of you. You are the person who gonna communicate with directly to the university, and please discuss your queries with the university briefly. Okay. Any questions, any queries regarding admission, scholarship, discount, anything you can ask them. Any visa related queries, they might not able to like give you the answer regarding that one. My staff in Kathmandu are quite well enough. They will guide you for further process. Okay, so anything, guys, do not hesitate. This platform for the students in Nepal to discuss with the university in London. Okay, QA have different branches in UK as well, Birmingham, London. Okay, and like they have a quite well, like balanced university with them, like University of Ulster, University of Northumbria, Southampton, Solent, Roehampton, and Middlesex as well. So they have various courses as well, with the placement and without placement. So please discuss today. Discuss about your your any kind of queries. Do not hesitate. Okay. So I like everyone, please stay till end. And if you have any queries, you can like talk to the students who are living in UK right now, and they are from different university. Okay, some of them are from University of Central Lancashire, some of them are from Sheffield Hallam University. Okay, and some of them from different universities. Okay, so by the end of the session, you are allowed to speak with the university and the student directly. Okay, thank you, guys. I'll back to Usha now.
Thank you so much, Hari sir.
Is Hamid already there?
Jiki said he will be coming in shortly.
Hamid is here.
Sorry, guys, I've just logged on. I think Zig is having a bit of difficulty.
No, you can go on, Hamid bhai.
Huh?
You can go on, man.
I was not prepared for this. I have my little boy who's next to me, and he's gonna start crying. I was just about to come on it, but it's coming to his feeding time.
Okay.
But I would love to. Sorry. What I'll do is I'll give you guys, since Zig is away, he's flying down a bit.
Yeah.
I'll give you a brief explanation about who we are as QA. So QA has been around for 35 years, and within QA we have 4 divisions. Harry would be able to accommodate the areas that we've already covered in terms of QA learning, QA apprenticeships, QA consultancy, and QA higher education. And within QA higher education, we have 4 different universities that we are currently working with for international students. In total, we have 7 universities, but 4 for international. The 4 universities we have is Northumbria University, which is in London, and the main campus is based in Newcastle. You then have Ulster University, which is based in Ireland. And then you would have the 2 2 campuses that we as QA run, which is in London and Birmingham. You then have Southampton University, which is in Southampton. And this is a main campus university where all your students would be studying at Southampton, not in London. However, then you have Roehampton University, which is in London-based university. It's one of the university which is based in a parkland view with loads of woodlands around lakes and so on. So if you want to be away from the mainstreams like the busy roads, the banks, the corporate environment, the Roehampton generally would be the ideal one for you guys. So in a nutshell, these are the 4 universities where we are currently working with. I don't want to take the limelight away from Ziggy. I think he wanted to do a presentation. I think he's working on that. But what I'll do is I'm going to actually share you my presentation, the one that he was about to do with you guys. So I know it's taking him a bit. I'm going to share my screen 1 second, guys. Harry, how many audience do we have?
We have how many now? We have 23 now. And we have how many viewers? We have 100 plus viewers in a Facebook, because we are in a Facebook Live as well.
Excellent. Right, I'm going to share with you, whoever's the admin would need to allow me to share my screen.
Yeah, you can share now.
Yeah, I'm just going into that. I've just pull out the presentation.
Your video is not in.
I've requested.
Yeah.
Can you see my screen?
Yeah.
Yeah, excellent. Right. So earlier on, I was just telling you about who we were as QA. And QA also runs programs in degree level. So the courses that we generally have is foundation course, undergraduate course, and postgraduate courses. These are the courses that we offer from level 3 all the way up until level 7. So anywhere you are looking to do a degree level in UK, we're pretty much sure that we would have something for you. If it's not in Roehampton, if it's not in Southampton, if it's not in Ulster, it will be in Northumbria. So one way or another, we should have some sort of degree for you within this university that we are currently working with. Just so that you guys get a bit of understanding about why I feel as though it's right for you guys to study in UK. And there's so many different countries that you could go to. You could go to USA, you could go to Canada, you could go to New Zealand, you could go to Australia, you name it. But if you look at our tradition, higher education for international students has started from UK and USA. They are the 2 mainstream where majority of our people went to. Our parents, our grandparents, and so on. So we could see in terms of our background, what we have gained from it, the experience we have gained. We generally follow our background. So if my father went there, if my grandfather went there, I generally want to go there. One second, someone's calling. Is that internal call? Right. So just so that you guys get some sort of understanding about why UK, I generally would say there's loads of USPs about why people would want to start studying in UK. If you look at the people that have been very successful, 1 in 4 have studied in UK. Them facts are amazing. To know that 1 in 4 person have studied in UK and has now been a successful person who is now a multimillionaire or a billionaire, and knowing that they've studied in UK, it's great to know that. Our courses in UK is a lot more shorter than any other countries. So you can finish your degree off in 1 year, but you also have an option of doing it slightly longer. So the students that are looking to save money and they want to finish the degree course a lot sooner than anyone else, then they will be paying a lot more less in the tuition fees. They'll be paying a lot more less in accommodation. They'll be paying a lot more less for student funds. They'll be paying a lot more less for rent and so on. So you could make a massive savings, and our tuition fee is a lot more cheaper than any other countries. The fact that we got scholarship scheme, which we, if I don't cover it, Ziggy might cover it later on. Ziggy, are you online?
I don't think he is right now, Hamid.
Yeah,
He's
let me know when Ziggy, let me know when Ziggy comes online. I'll make him take over.
Quite a lot to make sure.
Yeah. So just so that you guys have an understanding about what we do, who are we? Earlier on, I was telling you about we've been around for 35 years. QA learning was the first area that we started to work in. We started to train FTSE 250 companies within QA Learning, and that basically made us grow. And then we started to have another scheme called QA Apprenticeships, which is students that are already in UK. And what they tend to do is they finish the degree level and they go into apprenticeship schemes. Then we start to work with a government consultancy project, which has been again successful. And then last one was QA Higher Education, which is the 4 universities that we are just about to speak about. Where do our students come from? Our student generally comes from South Asia, home and EU mainly. So if you look at this pie chart that we've done for you, Middle East, we got 17% of the population studying in UK. East Asia, you got 19%. Southeast Asia, you got 5%. South Asia, you got 20%. The Americans, you got 6%. Africa, you got 10%. Central Asia, you got 2%. UK and EU, you got 21%. So anyone who is thinking about coming to UK from Nepal, who might be thinking, oh yeah, you know what, I'm going to go to a country and I'll be surrounded with different people, or people are not going to give me any sort of preferential rates, or they're going to put me aside, or there's no culture. UK is one of the biggest diverse country in the world. We have people from all over the world, from different nationalities, all working together. There is no racism, there is no discrimination, there's nothing human right. You have so much right in UK. You have the same right as a British citizen. So if you're a student looking to study in UK, you would have the same rights as what myself or Harry or someone else has in UK. So you would never be discriminated in that way. No one could push you aside. No one could make you feel like you're alone. You would never miss your culture. You live in Nepal, you come to UK, I could assure you, you would feel as though like you are still part of Nepal because of the culture we have here, because of different restaurants, cuisine, things to do, people around us. There is a community of Nepalese people already in UK and so on. So there's so much more to be, not to be scared of. And you would gain a lot more from UK studying from a UK universities, because the likes of people from Middle East, Africa, Chinese people, all are already here. You would get to also gain not just an education, but culture from other areas where you've managed, you don't even need to go to the country to find out. They are already in UK, and you can see how they do the day-to-day thing, what religions they believe in, what kind of food they have, what they do for living, and so on. So the experience is there for you. A student generally spends a lot of money for a degree, which is the most important thing, but they also spend money to get a bit of knowledge about the country and experience about other people around us and culture and student life. And you are getting all that within international studies in UK. Earlier on, I was speaking to you about our partners, so I'll go a bit more in detail about the universities. Ziggy, are you there? No. So
Ziggy is on now.
Is he on?
Yeah.
I think he has some problem with
yeah, my
okay.
yeah, that's my laptop. So I'm on the mobile at the moment, Hamid. Can you hear me, Hamid? Yeah, can everyone hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Ziggs, do you want to take over then?
I can't get this, the slide. It's on my email, so it's quite difficult to look through the phone. Let me just try and see if I can get through it. So where are you on at the moment, Hamid? You're on the Ulster University campus, yeah? Okay. So we have 2 campuses for Ulster University. One is in London, which is in central London, in the heart of the city, which is in Liverpool Street. And we also have a Birmingham campus also, which again is in the city centre. And both of them are very close to the main line stations. So they are 2 of the, so you've got London and Birmingham, which are in biggest cities, 2 of the biggest cities in UK's fastest growing cities at the moment. And Birmingham City is literally about 1 hour, 25 minutes away from London, which isn't too far at all. And with Birmingham and London, they have airports all locally, so there's no issues with flights, destinations from all over the world. Currently, we have about 65,000 students studying in Birmingham, which is quite a lot that's coming into Birmingham, and we have over 100,000 in London. So you can see from there that how popular Ulster, London, and Birmingham campuses are. Both cities, because you're in the heart of actually you're in the heart of the city, so there's so much going on. You've got lots of things that students can do. You've got bars, you've got clubs, you've got lots of places that they can go because it's in the city centre. Both campuses have been refurbished recently, so I think the student will feel really, really comfortable coming into our main two campuses, London and Birmingham. Sorry, Hamid, do you want to just go on?
Yeah.
Do you want to add anything else onto that? Or
Yeah,
should we
just
go on to...
like Ziggy was saying, if you think about where the two locations are, Birmingham and London are two of the most popular destinations in UK. Again, both of them are very close by. They're not too far away from each other. Knowing that there's a local airports in both cities, if students are thinking about going back to their home countries, people are thinking about going and seeing friends or families in Newcastle, Scotland, you name it. Both of these cities have domestic and international flights. And it's very vital for someone to have that access. I know I travel a bit myself, and I know how difficult it is pulling luggages around and so on. So it could be very difficult for someone to domestically go from one area to another. It can get difficult. Knowing that both of the cities have airport, which includes domestic and international flights, is great. And like Ziggy was saying earlier on, the numbers here is already showing you 65,000 in Birmingham and 100,000 students already in London. It tells you how vibrant international students are in UK. Having 100,000, obviously we're in the city in London, so 100,000 is quite high, but you expect that because we are a capital of our UK. But to have 65,000 in Birmingham, it's great to see them kind of international students studying in Birmingham. And a lot of your students will generally find things that they enjoy doing. And the reason why people would choose London would be mainly because it's the capital and the fact that you have access to pretty much everything. People that would choose Birmingham would generally be because of families and friends that live close by, so they generally want to go to Birmingham because of that reason, or it may be because the living cost is a bit more cheaper than London. All depends on what the students experiencing, what they want. Do they want the busy experience, which is being in London, or do they want to be in a stuttering environment, which is going to be Birmingham? But good thing about both of our campus, it's all walking distance from a tube station. And that's very, very cost saving for a student, knowing that they could come out of the train station, whichever one. The Birmingham one is literally a minute walk from the station. The London one, depending on which station you're looking at, Holborn, you're looking at 10 minutes away. Chancery Lane, you're looking at 5 to 7 minutes away from the station. So very, very centralized, very close by. In terms of cost savings, massive saving they could make. We also have the cycle scheme, which is very popular in UK. Any students have access to taking a cycle out. They could cycle to university, they could cycle to work, they could cycle to home, they could drop off the cycle wherever they want, outside the university, outside the home, wherever they want. There is hubs in some cycle scheme have hubs where you pull out the cycle from a hub station and then pull it back to this hub station again. But recently they've also created cyclists that could cycle anywhere where they find a cycle with the Oyster card. Oyster card is something that is given to students as soon as they come to UK and they apply for a travel card, which is something that we call Oyster card, and that has access for buses, trains, and cycles now. Also, students will be able to get our student discount applying for that transportation, so they won't pay the same fees as what we would pay. They'll pay a bit more cheaper because they're students.
We've also got sorry Hamid, go on. We've also got the buses. We've also got the bus routes. There's buses available also if you don't want to use the trains and bikes. Buses are frequently used in the city of Birmingham and London, and you won't have, and the routes are very, very popular. So you won't have an issue even getting buses wherever you're living. So that's another good bonus that we have.
Just going on to the areas about earlier on, we were speaking about how multicultural we are. Looking at the numbers, 100 countries study with Ulster University. So it's already showing you how many nationalities we have within Ulster University studying here. So if you think about people from China, Africa, Middle East, home, as in British people, European people. You are not only studying with students from South Asia, you are also studying with people from all over the continent. And you'll also get that experience, like I was saying earlier on, about studying with people from different backgrounds, understanding their culture, understanding how they live. And you would get that within your education sector. You are also getting a complementary part where you are also learning about people's culture. And that's a great thing about studying in the UK. It's been around for more than 150 years, so you could see the history behind it. It's great to know that we are not a new university. We've been around for more than 150 years. Our lecturers, majority of them are PhD qualified. So knowing that you are going to be taught by someone who's very qualified, who's done his degree level and managed to do a PhD level degree, you know, the studies are going to be second to none. It's phenomenal for us to know that we have people that are PhD qualified that are giving us teaching qualities within our universities. It's been shortlisted in the Times Higher Education 2019. What that basically means is there's 215 universities in UK, and out of that we have been shortlisted. Also, university has been shortlisted to say, look, you guys are performing in a way that your students' degrees are going in a pass rate. The satisfaction level is very high. It's a growth there, and to be shortlisted by Time Higher Education, which is one of the top education comparison sites, to know that they compared us in 2019 and we are amongst the top listed universities. It's great to know that. So that's something that we vouch to students about, knowing that Ulster University was nominated. Degree programs are developed in collaboration with industrial professionals. With that, what that basically means is our degrees are in a way, it's not just test or practical. There's a lot of areas where we have workshop areas developed within the course, so that they are getting live industrial professional experience within the course that they are studying in. So they're not just doing a degree that once they finish the degree off, they could take that back to home country. They are also getting live work experience within that degree. So later on, we'll cover or Ziggy would cover the area about work, degrees with work placements. But even if you are not doing a degree with work placement, our courses are embedded in a way that we have live live areas where people are also gaining experience working in live companies in the UK. So we'll talk about advanced practice slightly later on within this presentation. Ziggy, do you want to carry on with Northumbria University?
Yeah, if you just want to click onto Northumbria University, we'll go on to university. Yeah. So with Northumbria University, we have two campuses. We have the London campus, that's in central London, which is in Liverpool Street. And we have the main campus, which is in Newcastle. So Newcastle is about 3 hours away from London by train. It's up north. And they again have, it's the main city of Newcastle. So there's a range of public transports available in both cities. So obviously, we've spoken about the London, how good the transportation is. Again, it's the same with Newcastle main campus. The transportation in both cities are excellent, so you won't have any issues going around. We've got an airport in Newcastle also. I won't talk much about the London one because we've spoken about the London one quite a lot, about flights and destinations with airports and stuff. So it's main camp. Newcastle is a main campus. It's an amazing campus actually. I haven't personally been there, but I know Hamid's been there. And the facilities are amazing over there. They've got some world-class facilities over there. And I think the student, once they go to main campus, they'd feel really comfortable going there in the main campus. And also with the London, we've just refurbished it just recently, and it's amazing because QA is an IT project management company. Our IT facilities for students is amazing. We've got some really good facilities for students when they're studying, and the classrooms are amazing too. So when they come, they will really feel comfortable coming into either London or the Newcastle campus. Newcastle, obviously, it's outstanding when it comes to restaurants. They have lively entertainment. It's I think they've got a very high percentage. Hamid, do you know the percentage of students actually go there? The population of students here is very high, so you'll be mixed around with many students in actual Newcastle main campus. So there's a lot for students to do in the main campus in Newcastle.
So there's up in Newcastle, you got 70,000 students, international
70,000, that's fine. Yeah, and
there.
that's a lot. Yeah, that's a. I mean, you can imagine 70,000 in Newcastle. You'll be surrounded by Newcastle in students wherever you are in Newcastle, and you feel really comfortable. And it's really great to mingle with a lot of students when you're in the main campus.
The slide that you're looking at here, the stat shows that 1 in 6 is a student, which is great to know that out of 6 people, 1 is a student. So it is a student hub destination in Newcastle. If anything, I always say the higher you go up on the UK map towards the north, the friendlier people generally get. So I've been to Newcastle, and it is a very lively environment. The city is awake, and it is more of a, it felt as though like when you are in Newcastle, it's a student hub of students who are from foreign areas, not British, but they're foreign. So it's great to know that you go up to, there was loads of Middle East people there, as well as the home tradition of Newcastle. You'll also get people from like the Far East, which is great to see. A lot of Chinese people are also based in Newcastle.
Yeah. Do you want to go on to next one, Hamid?
Yeah, that is the next one.
Oh, okay. Where are we now? Okay, sorry, it's quite small using it on the finger. So yeah, with Northumbria University, we are the top 50 in the UK, which was a guide that was completed in 2020. So you can imagine how popular Newcastle is. It's very high ranked, been coming up to the top 50. We have more than 430 employers, sponsors, Northumbria students, 62 professional body sponsored courses. There's an amazing amount of courses that are available in Northumbria. And you can see there that the main campus is accessible 24. Sorry, there's some messages going through. There's 24 hours. Hamid, do you want to just? I can't see. Oh wait, I've got it.
Yeah. So if you look at the Newcastle itself, what we'll do here is we won't just focus on Newcastle. We'll also speak about London, because London would be most likely where our student would be looking to come to. So we know the Northumbria University is based in Newcastle, and we run the London campus in London. Within that, if you were to see our courses, we have around 62 professional bodies that sponsor our courses. So the likes of project management, the likes of AACSB are all accredited by one of the government has accredited our courses. So it's great to know that 62 professional bodies have recognized our degree courses. 211,000 alumni over 167 countries. So you can see how many people have studied Newcastle universities, have now graduated, got themselves up to a job, have become an alumni within the university, and they're all from 167 different countries, which is great to know that they're all globalized, all from different areas. 167 countries out of 200 and, well, we would never guess how many countries there are. Some people say it's 215, some people it's 270. It all depends how many people recognize how many countries. But I always believe it's 235 countries. So out of that, we've got 167 countries who have been studied in Newcastle. Just going on to top university student experience, that's according to the Times, Sunday Times. That basically means students that have studied with us have done some sort of survey, and they have said, being part of Northumbria University, they have been very satisfied with the teaching quality, with the facilities we have available, with the degree levels they have come out with, and our pass ratio. So if you look at our pass ratio, 96% of the students are generally finding themselves a job within 6 months, 96%, which is extremely high. The majority of the university would be on 90 to 91%, but we are on 96%. Looks like we might be moving to 97% the way it's going. So knowing that students have finished a degree of, within 6 months, they'll be able to find themselves a job within UK, or maybe from Nepal or so and so. And I always say degrees are very, very important. Whoever you are, degrees are one thing is very powerful. It's not something that you're holding today. It's a lifetime thing. I've looked at Avenue. Everyone has solid experience in whatever background they are from, but knowing that if you have strength in one field, you only have one direction. Remember, you would only have one direction to go towards. Having a degree would open up 6 to 7 different paths. So you rather, well, I always say to myself, what would you rather do? Have that strength in one area, and then maybe you might not get that opportunity, or maybe they take a degree and which open up 7 different paths, and then at least you know, if I fail in one area, I've got another area to work on. If I fail in another area, I've got another area to work on. And it's not just a degree you're getting. Within that degree, you're getting a degree that is recognized worldwide, a degree that could be utilized whichever part of the world you go for, a degree that generally makes yourself proud, it would make your family proud, it would make your future kid proud, and it's something that you would hold on to as a lifetime achievement. It won't just stay with you for today, it would be with your lifetime. And that's how important I say degrees are. So I would urge everyone who's here listening, get yourself an ambition, what you want to do, what is it that you want to do, which direction do you want to go to. Do that degree, whichever one is right for you. And I could assure you, once you get yourself into a degree level, there is something that you would get in return that is a lifetime thing that would be with you. It just doesn't, it makes you a lot more knowledgeable. It just open up to your mind in so many different aspects. You could create yourself a job in your mind. You could become an entrepreneur. You could work for a multinational company. You could work for a foreign company. You could work in a different countries. You could try to make a living in UK, whichever area, whichever ambitions you have that. You just need to make it happen. But that was just a bit about our 2 universities so far. We spoke about Ulster University, which is in London and Birmingham, Northumbria University, which is based in Newcastle and London. You then have Solent University. Ziggs, do you want to do Solent, or you want me to do?
No, it's fine. I can do Solent. So we have Solent University, which is in Southampton, which is on the coast. It's literally about 1 hour, 20 minutes away from London by train. And it's a main campus. So any student that applies for Solent would be going to main campus. And with they have over 46,000 students living actually in Southampton. So you can imagine that that's about 20% of the city's population of students that are going into Solent University. They've got amazing, they've spent a lot of money, invested a lot of money in there, 1.6 billion in the city, which is going ahead at the moment. And it's amazing how much money they're spending there at the moment. It's one of the UK's top 10 happiest cities. So when you're there, students will feel so great, happy being at Solent University. They thrive when it comes to music and entertainment. The scene is amazing for students too, feeling really comfortable there. And also it's a sporting, so basically it's a variety of, it's a sporting university too. So you'll have the feel of, where are you? You just go back, Hamid, can you just go back? Yeah. 1 second, where are you? Sorry, Hamid, just there's someone writing, so I can't see. Yeah, so they have entertainment scene with a lot of variety of sporting opportunities too, for watching a football too. So if anyone's keen on watching a Premier League football game, Southampton Premier League are based in Southampton. Great to watch. International cricket, I'm pretty sure a lot of Nepalese students are into cricket too. You'll be able to go and watch cricket. Because it's on a coastal, there's a beach, local beach. You can do a variety of water sports there too. And it's amazing just to be there, especially in the summer. You're on a beach, coastal area, and there's so much you can do within Southampton itself. Do you want to just go on to the next one, Hamid, please? Yeah, so it has over 160 years of history, the university. The library facilities are amazing. It's open 24 hours a day in peak time. They have the facilities they have HD television studios, they have 3D cinemas, they have the state-of-the-art outdoor broadcast vehicle, Glastonbury local. It's an FA accredited sports facility, so you can understand that Southampton Football Club, which is a very big club, they send, so whenever they get a new player and they need to do a medical for that student, the actual player would go into Southampton University for their medical. So, I mean, you can understand that having a big superstar of a football player coming into Southampton University to do their sorry, what was that again? Hamid, what was it again? The sorry guys, I just lost out on that. Hamid, what was the Hamid, are you there? Oh, Hamid is not there. Sorry, Hamid is gone. Has he gone?
Yeah,
I'm here. Sorry,
Okay,
sorry. I've muted myself. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I didn't want you guys to hear background noise. I had the little one going meow.
Oh, okay, cool. That's fine. Now we're just talking about
looking at Southampton. What Ziggy was saying is, if you look at Southampton football team. So I don't know how big sports is in Nepal, but we know how important it is for students to study in Southampton, not just because of the university. Loads of people indicate that, you know what, I love Premier League. We know Premier League is one of the biggest attraction in the world. And Southampton University is not a small team. It's a team that is in the Premier League. And what Southampton players do is they come within the university sectors where we have the medical area. So if you look at life science and things like that, we would use equipment within that area. Southampton players get the physics done within our labs, within Southampton University. They would do the medical, and medical is something that we call when you buy a player, they need to make sure their physique is right. They need to make sure there is no injuries. Injuries could be physically shown or could be something internal that we won't be able to see, and it's the equipment that picks up that injury. And this is what Southampton University provides the Premier League footballers. So you could see how high the strength in our facilities that we're using within Southampton University. 1.3 million high-tech sports science lab. So that's what we were just talking about in terms of the facilities that the Southampton football players are using. Recently, they've done the sports lab, and they spent billions just doing the whole area. Let me see if I can show you a picture. So if you look at the pictures on the right-hand side, that's basically the labs. There would be. I'll go back to the first page. 1 minute. So if you look at the first page here, the first picture you're looking at, it's actually a student hub where a lot of the business classes are done on the both sides of it. And there's a dome there in the middle where students have access to go to. They could have the lunch in that dome. It looks tiny, but once you get into it, it feels like a spaceship. It's amazing. And you could go right to the top, which is a breakout area for a student. So it's amazing to have something very high tech within Southampton University. It's the upcoming university who's spent loads of money. Knowing that Southampton University is very close by Southampton University, they have to keep up the standard like Southampton and just spending as much as they can to make sure that they are in line with Southampton University. Second picture you're looking at is an overview of Southampton. So you can see it's on the coast. You can see the oceans next to it. It's great to know that you got there's like 6 different campuses very close by the universities, and it is another area which I would call a student hub. It's one of the safest cities to go to. The crime rates are very low in that part. They say it's the safest city. There's no crime there. Well, there is crime whichever part of the world you go to, but it's the least out of every place in UK. And it is one of the sunniest city in UK. So if someone loves sun, yep, that's the place to be. The sun is the first place that reaches is Southampton, and then he works his way up towards the north if he goes up to the north. So it's great to know that. Next university we have is Roehampton University. And Ziggs, you want to take over Roehampton?
Yeah, I can take over that one. So Roehampton University is literally about 25 minutes away from central London, main campus. It's it's just, I'd say about 25 minutes from Liverpool Street, so it's not far to get to. It's an amazing, again, university with lots of greenery, so if somebody wants to get away from all of the hustle and bustle of the city centre, and you want to go somewhere where it's lovely, peaceful, the fresh air, it's greenery, Roehampton is amazing when it comes to that, because it's just really, really nice. Just you feel comfortable. You're not coming into it. So, sorry guys, are you still there, Hamid?
Yeah.
I just had a call coming in, sorry. I just had to get rid of them. Sorry guys, just had to get rid of them. Yeah. So yeah, it's amazing. So yeah, you've got like, it's set over 54 acres of park, lakes and woodland. So you can imagine it's beautiful when you go there. So you know you're not going to be inhaling a lot of pollution, definitely in Roehampton compared to you go into central London. So it's the most research intensive modern university at the moment. Okay, this was research excellence. Is that you talking to somebody, Hamid? Is that you? No. So they have over 10,000 students representing more than 141 nationalities on campus. We've talked a lot about you know, nationalities coming into campuses. Again, with Roehampton, you're again going to be dealing, you know, along with over 141 nationalities or more. They've spent 100 million program to develop the on-site campus facilities. Okay, so the facilities that you're going to get are going to be quite amazing. And this, where are you? So it's got over 175 years of history. Sorry, Hamid, are you Hamid?
Jiggy, I think it's sorry to interrupt. I'll just make a quick announcement. All the students, please mute your mic during the presentation. We will take in your questions in the chat box. Please do mute in your mic. Thank you so much. Yeah, Jiggy, all yours now.
Yeah, I can just yeah. So Hamid, do you want to go on to do you want to add anything else onto the Roehampton one at the moment? I think that should be enough. Yeah. I think he's muted himself again.
Yeah, Hamid is in mute right now, Jiggy.
Okay, yeah, I just wanted to go on to the next stage.
Yeah, Ziggs.
Yeah.
Sorry, I'm back.
Do you want to go on to the next?
Yeah.
Do you want to add anything else onto Roehampton?
No, you've got the pathway there. Can you see the pathway?
I can't see it at the moment for some reason. I can see us all.
Can you guys see? Can you guys see the pathway page?
We can see the pathway partners and location page.
Yeah, Harry, is that large enough?
It's good. Hamid, yeah, it's good now.
It's bigger now, yeah.
Yeah.
Good. Yeah. So if you look at our page here, this is showing you the map of all where we are running all our pathway. Generally pathways are very popular in Nepal. So if you look at if you are studying a high school and you've just finished your high school and you are now looking to have your first step within a UK degree, generally if you don't qualify for an undergraduate, you would need to do a pathway. And what a pathway is a program that gets you ready for a university. It gets you ready for your undergraduate, and it's a step just behind a undergraduate. So what that would basically mean is you do a pathway program, which would be for at least 9 months. Subject to you passing your pathway program, you will automatically move on to your undergraduate. Where do we provide our pathway program? We provide our pathway programs within Northumbria University, which is in Newcastle. If you look at the map here, it's showing you exactly where Newcastle is. We also provide our pathway programs with Roehampton University, which is in London. And again, you can see where Roehampton University is within London. And we also provide pathway program, which is in Southampton. And again, you can see where Southampton is within that map. It's right at the bottom of the UK map here, which is at the south coast. So these 3 centers, it's not a branch campus, it's actually the main campus. You are actually studying in the main campus doing a pathway program. Subject to you passing your pathway program, you would then automatically go into an undergraduate course within that university. So you have a choice of doing a pathway program. You could get yourself a 1-year degree course, or you could get yourself a 4-year one, which would basically mean you do a pathway program and a 3 years undergraduate within the university, and it would be a joint cast. It would be a cast for 4 years, or you could have it for 1 year. It's up to you. You make that choice. Within our pathway programs, I'll go a bit. I won't go into too much details about pathway programs, but wherever you are, if you have an IELTS of 4.5 with no less than 4.0, we would accept you onto our pathway program, whichever campus you are in, you will get accepted. However, if you have 5.5 with no less than 5.5, you would get yourself a pathway program as well as an undergraduate program as a joint CAS. Upon completing your international programs, you would then be able to join our year one of the chosen degree. Progression courses are available. We've got a wide range of progression courses, and I'll show you what kind of courses you could go into within Northumbria University, Southampton University, and Roehampton University. These are the 3 tabs we've made for you guys. So if you've done a pathway program with Northumbria University, you could do an accounting and finance, you could do applied science, you could do architectures, arts and design, business, computing, and so on. So within Southampton University, you could do accounting and finance, engineering, journalism, psychology, sports science, and sports, and loads more if you look at that list here. And within Roehampton University, again, you could see accounting and finance, business, media, education, English, journalism. So depending on which area you think is right for you, have a look at our progression course, think about what courses that you want to do, and then think about the university which is right for you. This is what I always say, is find out after finishing your foundation course, do they have the course that I want to do after I finish my foundation course? And it's great for you to do a foundation course. You are already studying with the students that are already in the university. You are getting the setup as the university, you are knowing the step in within the university, you're getting that one year advanced level before other students that haven't done that. So you're basically one step ahead of the students that haven't done a foundation level. And our foundation levels are very, very cheap in terms of whichever part of the university you want to go to. It's not because we made it cheap, it's because we give you a very handsome scholarships, and we'll talk about scholarships slightly later on the presentation. Just going on to what the entry requirements are. So if you are coming from a background and you are 16 to 17 years old, as long as you have a pass rate on your high school, you'll be eligible to do so if you've done your 12, you'll be eligible to do a foundation course within any of these universities here, depending on the mark rate. So if you are getting a mark rate on your HSC that is below 70%, then you would probably need to do a foundation course. However, if you are getting 60 to 70%, you might be eligible for a direct entry to an undergraduate, or you might need to do an international year one, and we will talk about international year one slightly later on. All the IELTS requirements generally are 4.5 to 4.0 for foundation levels. However, if you were to move on to an undergraduate level, it starts from 6.0 and goes up to 6.5. All foundation level comes in 2 semesters and 3 semesters. 2 semesters are students who've got a 4.5, and 3 semesters are for students who've got 4.0. Personal statements for foundations are not required if it's a foundation, which is great. So if you want to make an application for foundation, personal statement for foundation are not required for Northumbria University. A combined CAS options are available for Southampton University and Roehampton University, as long as you get a 5.5 with no less than 5.5. Our foundation courses run in January intake and September intake. So you have 2 choices depending on which one. We are now focusing on our September intake. We're in a position now where we'll speak about the COVID situation slightly later on when we do our question and answer session. I'll skip that for the time being. So what does the foundation do? You get a degree preparation for international students for those who did not meet the entry requirement for a direct entry to year one, and it's equivalent to year one for undergraduate. If you look at the IELTS if you were to get 5.5 with no less than 5.5 from a UKVI approved center, you've got yourself a 4-year CAS there. And after you have completed your foundation, you then move on to an international year one, which basically means you would join the students who are already studying in the university. You would go and join them with them. Still to complete undergraduate degree within 3 years. And it's available, like I said to you earlier on, the international year one is available with Northumbria University. Sorry, I should update my presentation. It's been removed from Southampton University. There is no international year one with Southampton University. It's only with Northumbria University at the moment. However, we are now introducing international year one with Roehampton University very soon. So it'll be a London campus, which is going to have international year one. Students that are not eligible for undergraduate, it would be great to get you guys onto an international year one, and you'll have this opportunity to do an international year one. I'll tell you a bit more about international year one. International year one is basically a degree, which is an undergraduate, and a foundation. Within the first year, you are doing your foundation degree as well as a degree. And your second year, you are doing a degree fully. On your third year, you're doing a degree fully. So you would also come over with a full 3 years degree, but it's called International Year One for students that did not meet their direct entry to an undergraduate. And in Nepal, for us personally, I believe it will be great for you guys because our entry criteria can be difficult. With the International Year One, it would help you find yourself a seat here, and it's a lot more easy to work with you. Courses that Northumbria University provides on undergraduate in business line, it will be business with accounting, economics, entrepreneurship, financial management, human resource management, logistic with supply chain management. So all the business courses are related within these sectors here, but you have the specific course as well as business embedded within the course here. So what is a high school diploma? Completion of high school diploma, you would be straight away able to go into Northumbria University. Minimum age is 17 years old. With Southampton University, same thing, but you just need a slightly, the average is supposed to be 7.5 or 75%, and again you need to be 17 years old plus. So within this foundation course and International Year One, competitive bursary scheme is tailored to your market, so we can give you a fee guarantee. I'll tell you what fee guarantee is. So if you look at our fees are about to go up in September. If you have applied in May intake or September intake, our fee is just say 10,000. If the fee was to go up the following year to 12,000, we won't move that to 12,000. We will still keep it to 10,000 for you. So it'll be 10,000, 10,000, 10,000 all throughout the 3 years. However, if we have given you a scholarship on the first year of 20%, we would give you the second year same scholarship 20%, and the third year you will also get a scholarship of 20%. So you are not just getting a qualification where we are you are not just getting an offer where we are only giving you a scholarship for the first year. We are going to give you a scholarship for all 3 years, and it's a guaranteed scholarship scheme that would follow on from the first year, second year, and third year. We also provide full fee payment discount and early payment discounts. And with Southampton University, we have sports scholarship, which is 100% for students within the first year. And the second year and the third year, we'll give them an allowance of 2,500. So if you are doing a sports course within Southampton University, first year you'll get 100% scholarship. On the second year and third year, you'll get 50% plus a 2,500 allowance. So anyone who's on this live here thinking about going to a sports academic and so, Southampton University would be the one for you. What you have graduate certificate and you have pre-masters. Graduate certificate and pre-masters are courses that are for students who are looking to do a master's degree, but they did not qualify for a master's degree, which basically they were just off from reaching the master's degree, which that basically means they need to do a pre-masters or graduate certificate or extended, whichever name you guys call it. This is like a 1 semester, and it's within Northumbria University. It's costing you 6,750. You can get joint CAS as long as you get overall 90% pass rate. You get joint CAS, and it's run in Newcastle and London. We run pre-masters within January, May, and September intake. English for You studies. This is more or less for a Middle East market, so we won't go into this in details. It's a very short course. It's an English course that we teach within Newcastle universities, and generally it would be for Middle East market purely because Nepali students won't pay a short fee course, which is only a month or 2 months course, and you don't get a visa for only 1 month and 2 months. Just so you guys are aware, we want you guys to understand who we are, what we do, how we work, who QA is. So we have created a platform for you, which is on our QA higher education page. On that page, you could get all the courses we offer you guys. You could get a prospectus. The prospectus are going to tell you a bit more details about our courses, the modules, the dates, the fees. We have flyers available for you guys, animation, videos, students, live testimonials, and so on. So see our website. It's not us who's saying it. It's also students who are talking about us as well, and see the videos and you get a bit more understanding about it. Depending on which university you want to go to, these are the 4 different universities you could look into. Just so that you have a bit more ideas about the university, where it's located, what we do, what kind of courses we are running, the entry requirements, the start date, the end dates, when the course are starting, and loads of useful information for you guys. And I would urge all of you guys here to take some sort of understanding about the universities, get in touch with Bizz Education, find out which university is right for you, and make the right choice. Open up the path to whichever field you guys think is right.
Hamid, I don't know if you mentioned anything about the QA English test. I'm not sure.
Comes up later. Yeah, it's
okay,
on the,
cool. That's fine.
Yeah, just so that you guys are aware, once you have become our students, you would be able to meet our team on our website. It's good for you to have a point of contact. Your point of contact would always be Bizz Education. However, I heard earlier on Harry was speaking about everything you decide. You speak to the university, you decide what you want to do. It's the university that would give you support, which is excellent. He is absolutely right. It's right in saying that we will support you as much as we can. However, if there is areas that you feel as though you're not understanding correctly, you would always have a point of contact, and Bizz Education are always going to be there for you. Anything that you feel let down in, anything that you feel as though like it's not going your way, you have a support, and your support is Bizz Education. They would be able to answer any of your questions, any doubts you have. Is it safe for me to go to this country? Is it safe for me to do this course? I want to become this. Which course should I apply for? Do I qualify for this, or do I not qualify? This is the areas that you should be speaking to Bizz Education about. And they would have, like earlier on, they got professional counselors who could give you professional advice about which course is right for you and which is tailor made for you. So utilize Bizz Education in that area here. So for you to get an admission with us, all you have to do is get in touch with Bizz Education, complete an application form with them. When you are completing an application form, please make sure you are giving your correct email address, you are giving your correct contact number. The reason why we want your correct email address and contact number is we are going to send you the offer letters. We are going to contact you for a interview and so on. So if we are unable to contact you, then you are losing out your space within the university. So provide your correct details to Bizz Education, a contact number, so we could contact you, and just make sure you are honest on your application. Be honest. If you don't have any disability, if you don't have any criminal convictions, answer all the questions that are provided on the application form. When you are making an application form, all you need to do is provide your passport copy, all your previous education, if you've been to UK before, your immigration history, and within our criteria, you need to provide a personal statement and a CV. A personal statement is basically a statement you are telling us why you want to study with us. So you need to tell us about that you've done some sort of research about the university. If you haven't, it's not a problem. Bizz Education would be able to give you some sort of knowledge about the universities, where it is, where it's located, what the university is good for. And this is what you need to put onto the personal statement. Then later on, you need to tell me a bit more about what is it that you want to do. So after you finish your degree off, the degree that you've done, what is it that you want to do? You need to state down your personal statement. You also need to provide a CV. A CV is basically itemizing exactly when you have done your high school, your secondary school, your degree. If you have done a degree, you just need to list that on your CV. If you have done any sort of work placement, state down your CV as well. So this is what would be required on a level of making an application with Bizz Education. This is the documents you need to provide, and Bizz Education would be able to give you one-to-one counseling and help you go according to all these bullet points here. They would be able to give you a one-to-one counseling and help you with all this assignment here. So doing a CV up, doing a personal statement up, they would be able to assist you with that. Only thing they need from you is your documents. So if I know you guys are home, you can't get to the agent's office, it's not a problem. All they need is take a picture, WhatsApp it to them, and they'll make the application for you guys. So you can be home. No need to panic and say, I need to go to the office and make the application form. You could send it to them via email. You could send it to them via WhatsApp. Once you've provided the document, they would then get back to you and provide you assistance about which university is right for you, and so on. So if you are in Nepal and you're in a place where you're finding it very hard to go and do your English test, all the IELTS centers are closed, it's in a lockdown, oh no, what should I do? You're in a panic mode. don't worry about this at the moment. We are providing our QA English test, which is free of charge. It's done through internet, which is Skype. It would last you 2 to 3 hours, and we would assess you on speaking, listening, reading, and writing. So it's the 4 components that would be on your IELTS. Exactly the same thing. It will last 2 to 3 hours. It's strictly test conditions. It's recorded. It has to be done through your laptop or your desktop. You can do it from your home. As now that the lockdown is there, it would be ideal for you to do it from home. But just make sure you have a stable internet connection. No one is next to you. Your family is away from you, and you're in a closed room. However, if the lockdown is lifted in Nepal, then you can go to Bizz Education's office, and they have a setup there for you to go into the office and do your QA English test, which is free of charge within the office of Bizz Education, and they will be able to provide you a desktop computer with very good internet connection. Thank you everyone for listening. Ziggy, do you want to add anything to this?
No, just no. You've done very well, Hamid. Thanks very much for that. Just a quick one with the IELTS, the QA English test. It's for all partners. So we offer the QA English test for all 4 partners. So if anyone wants to take advantage of the QA English test, please do so and contact Bizz, and we'll be able to do that for you. No, I think that should be enough, Hamid, man. Thanks very much for that.
Thank you, everyone. I think what we'll do now is you guys, the listeners, please tell us if you guys have any question. Please pass on to Bizz Education, and they will ask myself and Ziggy, and we'll try to answer any of them. So I'll just give you a bit about COVID situation in UK. So as you guys are aware, the COVID situation is not just in UK, it's happening all around the world. So if you are not safe in your home country, you won't be safe anywhere else. If you are safe in your home country, you'll be safe wherever you go. I always believe, if you look at our NHS health service, is one of the best in the world. We have so much resources here. We spend so much money just so in case we are overbloomed by too many patients. We have taken over hospital, we have taken over airports, we have taken over exhibition centers, and we made all of them into hospitals. We've got enough beds available. We've got enough ventilation beds available. Just so that we are ready. We did not want someone to be in a position where there's no one that's able to look after them. So UK has made themselves in a system where if we were overburdened by too many patients, we were equipped for it. However, all these airports and exhibition centers that we made into a hospital, we still have not needed to use them, which is a great news. We have not needed to use them. So once you make yourself, once you have decided to come to UK, I could assure you you'll be in safe hands. But if you feel as though you're not well, you are you've got some sort of symptoms and so on, so our NHS service is free of charge. So as long as you have paid for your health charge when you have made your visa application, you would have same access to whatever access we have here. You could go to the doctors, you could go to a hospital if you want treatments, and so on. So you would have that access. So I would not think, we do not want you guys to feel isolated. We do not want you guys to feel you will be left out. We do not want you guys to feel as though, oh yeah, I'm leaving my parents and family, I'm going to be all alone. No, you won't be all alone. You would have us to support you. We have a great welfare team who is looking after all our students. We would look after you like you belong to our university, and we would look after you in a way that we would look after everyone who is part of UK citizen. And you would also still have contact with Bizz Education. And even though they're in Nepal, there is a team that is also based in UK. You still have access to reach them guys, and they would also be able to give you a hand if you aren't able to get in touch with anyone. Then Bizz Education would always be there for you guys. So that's a great thing about the situation here. More about the COVID, what's happening now, what are we doing about it? Just to let you guys know, we are controlling it. It's going down. Our death rates have fallen by another 15%. We've been in a lockdown for 8 weeks, so we've managed to control as much as we can in terms of the virus not being spread around, which is great. Now we're in a position where we're just waiting for the numbers to go from 400 to 300 to 200 to 100 to 0, and it looks like it's going that direction. I'm not exactly sure what's happening in Nepal, but we are in a system where we are in a decrease. We started to see some of the lockdown being lifted, which is great. We now could go out, we could exercise as much as we want, and so on. And we also could go out and see other members of family who are not part of our family, which basically gives you an indication that UK is moving in the right direction. And if you guys are looking to come and join us in September, which is June, July, August, September, 3 months away. It took us 2 months to cure this, where we are now. 3 months away, we feel as though we would not even know what COVID is. We will be in a situation where this virus in UK would be vanished. That's what we're aiming at. It should not be in a position that should become, unless it's someone that is carrying it from a foreign country and gets it back to UK, it will be very difficult to control. But we have these symptoms that where UK is introducing a self-isolation place, where when you are coming here, you might need to isolate. So what we are doing now is we need to make sure when you are applying for UK, you need to find yourself a accommodation soon as possible. Get that inbuilt before you make your visa application, so that we know exactly where you're going to be and where before you start your course, which house you're living and so on. So it's very important for you guys to do your accommodation search, if it's family or if it's hostels or if it's hotels or if it's an apartment or if it's sharing house or if it's a house on your own, whichever area you are looking at. Just make sure that you are make sure that you are not too far away from the university, and make sure that you are choosing the right place with the right guidelines, and make sure the house that you are joining is safe to do so. It's just a precaution things that we are taking within our office to make sure that you guys are safe. So good luck, everyone. COVID situation should not be a reason you guys should be backing out. September intake is definitely going ahead face to face. We are also having a Northumbria University July intake, which is now has come to a closure. But the July intake is going to most likely, our ambition is to start a face-to-face. But if it's too early to start face-to-face for the July intake, we will start this courses online and then move it to face-to-face soon as the lockdown is lifted. However, September is going to go as per the plan, which is basically by June, we feel as though the lockdown for international students should be lifted and you should be able to apply for your visa in July, and then you should be able to be in UK by September. So everyone, thank you for listening to me. Good luck. Any question regarding COVID situation, any question regarding the university, scholarship, IELTS, courses, me and Zig is here to take some of your questions.
Thank you so much, Ahmed. Thank you so much, Jackie. You've already answered one of our students' question, which was Gan Bahadur. He was asking about COVID. So I hope that answers your question, Gan Bahadur. We have few questions regarding nursing also. So Alina Bhattarai, she has completed her bachelor's of nursing with 76%, and she's currently working as a nurse, and she's looking for studying masters in nursing or any health courses. So she wants to know about it, about if any university is providing health course or master of nursing for her in London.
Right. So Roehampton University is the only one that we have at the moment that provides these health courses. If you look into the Roehampton University, if you look at Roehampton University, is it undergraduate or postgraduate?
Postgraduate.
Yeah. So Roehampton University would be the only university that will be providing healthcare. After this presentation, we would give you a link, Ziggs. If you could share a link about the Roehampton University course page, that would be great. And on that, you will see all our undergraduate and postgraduate courses available with Roehampton University. It's a London university. If that's where you are looking to study in London, great. We would have something for you within Roehampton University.
Right. I hope that we will be sharing that with Alina, the university that you mentioned. So Alina, we'll get back to you regarding that. Another question is by Prabin Sharma. He has 4 to 5 years of working experience in international NGOs like UN and all, but he's saying that he does not have quite good grades in his bachelor's program, in his undergraduate. So will he be able to get any kind of scholarship from the university?
Yeah, so whoever has attended this event here on this webinar, we will give all of you guys a scholarship. Everyone who's listening today would get a scholarship from us. Doesn't matter what grading you have got, we would honor you a scholarship within this sector, every single student would get at least minimum of 2,000, and depending which course they are studying, it could go up to 4,000. So if it's the longer the course is, the higher the scholarship can be. They will start from 2,000, but it could go up to 4,000.
Okay, that's really
depending
great.
on the course you've applied for.
I will send a note to Praveen Sharma regarding this. That will be great for him as well. Another student, sorry, I'm skipping some questions because some of them have already been discussed in the slides. We will all, after you share us the slide, we will send in the report to the students as well. So other question is by Kushal. Kushal, he has finished his +2 with 2.76 CGPA, and he has average grades in all other subjects. And similar to the previous question, he wants to know about scholarship and enrollments. So I think you've already mentioned about the scholarship. So will that be applicable for him as well?
Yeah, so every single student would get scholarship. If you are here listening, you will get scholarship. Can I just ask, he got 2.7 out of 5, is it out of 5?
Sorry?
What was the 2.7 GPA he's got? What's that out of?
Out of 4.
Out of 4.
Out of 4.
Yeah, so it's still a pass rate. So yeah, he'll be eligible.
Okay, great. The other question is by Anand. So it's quite a long question. I'll just try to sum it all up. He has completed his bachelor's in business administration with 3.41 CGPA, and he wants to know about getting admitted in the university and scholarship you've already mentioned. And the one thing that you've not mentioned is he wants to apply without IELTS. And if applying without IELTS, will there be any problems for him to get his visa? He has also mentioned that he got 72% in his grade 12. So he's asking if he can apply without IELTS.
72% on grade 12, 72%. Okay, great. Yeah, very good question you asked. So one thing we provide is if you were to look at Ulster University, if you have done your high school, the +12, within, and you've managed to get 55% on your English on your +12, and you've done a degree level, your degree level was within the last 3 years. If you could provide it, if you've done a degree level and you've got 55% on your HSC, your +12, we would waive off your IELTS when you are applying for a postgraduate course within Ulster University.
I think Hamid did 70 for Nepal, for Ulster.
No. So if you, for Ulster University, if you've done a HSC, high school certificate, or +12, if you've got 55% on your English, if you have 55% on your English, doesn't matter what mark you got, as long as you got 55% on your English, and then you've done a degree. So it's not for undergraduate, we're talking about postgraduate. So if the student is looking for a postgraduate course and he's done his degree within the last 3 years, provided a MOI letter, which is medium of instruction, he would be waived off IELTS for Ulster University.
Okay.
It's a new thing that we have introduced, which has been around for 6 or 7 months now, which is great. Obviously, we want to take the right students for Ulster University. So if you are in that position, great, you can do that. But if you are applying for undergraduate, then you are right, you need 70%. And then you'll be the English can be waived off. Okay.
Thank you so much, Hamid. Sanam wants to know about what sort of job opportunities are there around the university that you covered.
Right. So we know it's great to know that any student who's applying now are guaranteed a PSW place. So if you are applying within UK now, PSW has now been officially confirmed. It was confirmed before, but it's officially now confirmed. As soon as you finish your degree off, you could then apply for a PSW visa for 2 years, make the money that you have spent during your studies in UK, and make that money back, make your living costs back, make all the expense that you pay to the accommodation and so on, so you could make that money back within the PSW course. However, if once you are doing your PSW and if you were to get some sort of good experience and you are very good at what you are doing, there's no reason why the sponsor can't turn around and say, you know what, you've done a great job here. We're looking for a recruitment within this sector here. We want to sponsor you. and they can sponsor that person on a tier 2 visa and keep them onto a tier 2 visa. A tier 2 visa is great. If you look at the tier 2 visa, their wages are a lot more higher than ours. So international student gets higher paid than the local people, which is great. And if that's an opportunity that opens up the students avenue, great. But one thing we want to make sure you guys do is to be very successful, you need to make sure that the direction that you are looking at is not for a work placement. The direction that you should be looking at is for a degree that you are getting. Your intention should be for a degree. Later on, once you're in UK, if other avenue open up, great, like PSW and tier 2, but your direction or your intention should be for a degree level. Once you come to UK, then whatever avenue opens up for you, this is the area that you can focus on. But to have a successful visa, this is what we need to make sure you are doing. All right.
Yeah, thank you so much, Ahmed. Kushal is raising his hand, and oh, no worries, I have his question here. He is asking about the course of cinematography, and will that be available for international students? And also he wants to know that he has his +2 management certificate with 2.76 CGPA, and his IELTS is 5.5. So he wants to know if he can apply for any course that is related with cinematography.
Yeah. So earlier on, I think when Ziggy was talking about showing you on the presentation about Southampton University, we spoke about we spoke about the filming categories. We spoke about filming and cinematic 3D visions. Southampton University have a cinematic course, but I think it's an undergraduate level, not a postgraduate. Is it undergraduate or postgraduate he's looking at?
He's looking for undergraduate. Yep.
Yeah, so they would have something alongside undergraduate within Southampton University. Again, so that could be another one that Zix, if you just add on to your thing and give the link, that would be great. Yeah, so we'll give you 2 links, one for Roehampton, one for Southampton.
Yeah, and we'll be sharing that links to the
Ziggy, just to let you know, you're on mute, yeah? I don't know if you've been saying anything, but you've been on mute for a while.
Really?
Yeah. Well, have you been saying anything?
Yeah.
Oh.
Hold on 1 second. I'm on mute. I don't know what's happening with my.
Not anymore. You're back on now. So yeah.
Yeah,
whatever you've said, no one heard you for the last half an hour.
Oh, fantastic. That's great news. Yeah. We have quite a few courses available in Solent, and foundation courses and bachelor's courses, and they be offered 20% scholarship each year for the bachelor's or the IFP. Okay, so let the student know that too, that he'll be offered 20% scholarship per year.
Okay,
Thank you.
I think Anand is still not clear, but I think this is regarding his visa. Although he mentioned that he got 72 grade in English and he is going to apply without IELTS, but he wants to know if it's going to affect him getting visa. So Harisa, would you like to shed some light on this for Anand?
Yeah. I'll explain about this one. Okay. Regarding visa and IELTS. Okay, my sound is okay. Regarding visa and IELTS, okay, these two are two different things. For a visa application, you need like 2 things: one for like cash and one for your maintenance fund. Okay, once university assign the cash letter, that means you fulfill the the basic requirement of your application, visa application, and secondary thing is maintenance. Once you have these 2 things, you don't need to worry that much, but you need to prepare yourself for the UK VI interview. Okay, none of your whether IELTS or academic documents not guarantee you for the visa. Is the process how you prepare yourself. Okay, and see, Bizz education, like working with the QA and other university who does not require IELTS for like university admission, and we didn't have a single visa refusal. Okay, so it's not about like IELTS gonna guarantee you a visa or your academic document or your maintenance. Whether you are rich or you are poor, it doesn't matter. If you prepare yourself well enough, then it's gonna guide you for like good chance of getting visa. Okay, none of the counselor or none of the university gonna guarantee you a visa or none of the documents. Okay, it's the it's the piece of paper which gonna allow you to enter of the university courses. Okay, so like different university have a different requirement. Some university they have these options, they can waive IELTS, and some university they don't. But it doesn't mean like the university who waive the IELTS it has a great visa success like rejection rate or success rate. Okay, it's all about your preparation, and the thing is you need to do your research by yourself first. Okay, and if you have a good done like good research or anything like that, there is no issue on it.
Thank you so much, Ali sir. Vishal Thapa here has completed his +2 with 72.9%, and he has his PTE overall score for 53. He wants to know if he's eligible for Ulster University.
He is, yep. So PT also we need 51 and he's got 53, so he'll be eligible. He wanted to do his English.
Okay, great. That would also answer one of our questions that came in from Facebook related to that he has already completed business business studies, 48%, but he has 58 in PTE with 1 year gap. Would he still be eligible?
Yeah, just a 1 year gap. What he just needs to tell us what he's been on his CV. You just need to mention to us what you've been doing in that 1 year gap. It should be some sort of work placement. If it's less than 1 year, then it's fine. We could accept it. All you need to do is you've been researching further education within the different countries. You've been comparing areas, or you've been doing your Pearson test within that time, or so on and so. So you could cover that if it's less than a year. But if it's above a year, you need to say where you've been working. You don't need to provide any reference letters or anything. Just state on the CV which month you have started and which month you have finished, with the year included.
Did you say that he will not require a reference letter?
No, as long as it's on the CV. So if you started in January 2017 and you finished in January 2018, you just tell us he's worked in X company from that January 2017 till January 2019, and he's been working as this is the job role I did. As long as it's on the CV, it's fine.
Okay. There's one student, Parvati Casey, sorry. She has 5 years of gap and she wants to apply for MSc nursing.
Got 5 years of gap.
Yeah.
Yeah, we need to get nursing, because I remember Harry every day, Hamid Bhai, you need nursing course, so we need to do something with nursing, and Nepal is very, very high with nursing, we know. Generally, nursing is something that we haven't managed to embed within the universities yet, but the closest to nursing is healthcare and so and so, which is in Roehampton University. If they have got 5 years gap, we don't want to take anyone more than a 5 year gap. 5 year gap should be the standard maximum. Even a 5 year gap can be questioned, as long as they got good experience within that 5 years. We could give it a go, but anything more than 5 years, we wouldn't want to accept any files.
Okay, thank you so much, Ahmed. We'll take 2 more questions now, because we've already, it's 12 past already. So 2 more questions. Niru here says that she has, I think it's related to English again. She has 2.73 GPA in 12 and 2.8 GPA in English grade. Will she be eligible to study early childhood studies in University of London?
University of London, University of Roehampton.
Roehampton. Sorry.
Yeah, Roehampton's got this course. Yeah. What was the marks again?
2.8 GPA in English grade in grade 12 and 2.73 GPA in 12.
I think 17 English.
17 English.
Yeah, that's fine. Anything above 2.7 is fine, as long as the GPA is out 4, it's fine. Anything below 2.7, if it's a GPA out 4, they might need to do extended.
Okay.
All right.
One last question by Kushal. I think this would be directed to our Bizz team. He's asking if he can apply during this lockdown. If he can, start the process of applying.
Yes, of course. Why not?
Of course he can. Yes, definitely can.
Go on, Harry. Bye.
We all are working. See, we all are busy. My team is working, so anytime you can apply. Just send us your documents. Okay, I think all of you are gonna get our information very soon. So apply now. Don't wait. Okay, So apply now, and like yeah, we are ready to accept the application. We are processing more than 150 application already for the May intake, so we are all happy to process the application.
The next question, that will be our last question, sorry. He or she mentioned that she has completed her bachelor's degree in India. So what documents is required? I think it's the same for all the international students,
right,
isn't it?
Yeah, it would be the same process. How you would do a Nepali student, it would be the same as the Indian.
Same as an Indian.
Yeah, there are a little bit changes on English language requirement.
Yeah.
Okay. So I'll ask her to, like, send us the documents, then we'll assess and notify her for the process.
Okay. So yeah, I think we've come to the end of this session. Thank you, Hamid, and thank you, Jiki, so much for coming here, giving us your valuable time, sharing your presentation, giving us information, and I hope we have answered all the students' questions. Going on from this session, the session will be in Nepali, where our students who are currently students in UK, they will talk to students who are interested to come to UK. So it'll be quite like a general conversation type. So it's okay if you would like to stay, but just informing you ahead that.
Okay. Yeah. So thank you very much. Thank you, everyone. Make your application with Bizz Education. Like you said, they are still taking applications. Good luck. We hope to see you all in UK very soon. Thank you, everyone, for listening. Thank you, Bizz Education.
Thank you, Hamid.
Thank you, Bizz. Thank you, team.
Thanks, Ziggy.
Thank you. Thank you, Hamid. Thank you very much.
See you later. Bye.
You've helped me. Thank you.
Please do, before you leave, Jiki and Hamid, please do share your presentation with us, and
will do.
And the information to the students as well.
For sure.
No problem at all.
Ziggy, you know the one that I just sent today, just now?
Yeah.
Share this one, please, yeah?
Sure, I'll send that one.
Thank
That's
you.
no problem at all.
Okay, thanks, everyone. Bye now.
Thanks, Hamid. Thank you.
Stay safe.
Harry?
Yeah.
Shall I just stay on, just in case there's any other questions? I'll stay on for a little bit more, in case there's any more questions. In Nepalese and stuff, so I might be able to help you there. Yeah, apologies for, I can't even,
It's all right, it's all right.
Jiggy, but if you want to get a translation of any particular conversation, feel free, and I will be happy to translate it for you.
I just want to see you guys speak in Nepalese. So fire away. I just want to. I'll stay for a bit anyway. Don't worry about it. I'll just stay on for a bit. Yeah, that's fine.
So moving on, Bani is going to take the mic and going forward with the session. So Bani, all yours.
Thank you so much, Ursa. And thank you so much, Ziggy, for your presentation and valuable words. We're going to interact with some of our UK students. Madan Bandari, आज केही आफ्नो केही एक्सपिरियन्सहरु शेयर गर्न चाहनुहुन्छ?
Hello, everyone.
Hi, Madan.
Hi, everyone. सन्चै हुनुहुन्छ सबै?
हजुर मदन.
Okay. म चाहिँ आज थोरै मेरो स्टडी ब्याकग्राउन्डको बारेमा थोरै भन्छु है. म युनिभर्सिटीमा कसरी पढिरहेको छु यो लकडाउनको बेलामा. तपाईहरु नेपालमा जो हुनुहुन्छ अहिले कतिको एक्जाम्सहरु र अलरेडी प्रोग्राम भएको होला. तर युके मा चाहिँ थोरै डिफरेन्स है वे अफ स्टडीङ, किनकि हाम्रो कलेज लकडाउन हुने बित्तिकैदेखि नै कन्टिन्यू नै छ, किन भन्दा हाम्रो सबै अनलाइन कोर्सेसहरु हुन्छ. अनि बिसाइड दिस हामी इन्जिनियरिङ, सम अफ यु इन्जिनियरिङ गर्दै हुनुहुन्छ भने उहाँलाई लागिरह होला कि इन्जिनियरिङ विद्यार्थीले मेटेरियलहरु युज नगरिकिन हाउ क्यान दे बी स्टडीङ भनेर सोच्नु भयो होला. त्यसको लागि चाहिँ अफिसियली नै युनिभर्सिटीले सर्टेन पर्सन अफ किटहरु, सर्टेन रिक्वायरमेन्टहरु हुन्छ, त्यसको लागि चाहिँ सामानहरु दिन्छ हैन. हबबाट दिएको थियो सुरुमा. अहिले पनि यदि इमर्जेन्सी नै छ, यो नै चाहिन्छ भन्ने जस्तो भयो भने अझै पनि हामी गएर के रिक्वेस्ट गरेर सर्टेन प्रोसिडियर गर्यो भने चाहिँ हामीले अझै पनि डिभाइसहरु लिन पाउँछ. सो स्टडी इज गोइङ अन हियर हैन. पढाइ चलिरहेको छ, रोकेको छैन हाम्रो युनिभर्सिटीबाट. अनि नेक्स्ट थिङ इज यसको बीचमा पनि हाम्रो एक्जामहरु पनि भइरहेको छ है. अर्को कुरा मेन्सन गर्नुपर्दा एक्जाम चाहिँ कसरी भएको छ भन्दाखेरि अनलाइन एक्जाम हुन्छ, अनलाइन क्वेशन गर्नुहुन्छ युनिभर्सिटीबाट, देन वी हैव टु एन्सर इट. इट इज ओपन बुक एक्जाम बट वी क्यान नट चिट है. त्यति सजिलो छैन चिट गर्न. this much for me. यस्तै हो, new environment छ, new way of adjustment. It's nice here.
Thank you, Madan. Thank you so much. And अहिले हामीसँग हुनुभएको सबै साथी, सबै स्टुडेन्टहरूले केही क्वेसन सोध्नु छ भने you can unmute your mic and ask to Madan and any of our students. Please feel free.
Ani, sorry, मैले interrupt गरेर
Yes.
रञ्जिता धितालको मैले एउटा क्वेसन मिस गरेको रहेछ, म जिगीलाई सोधिहाल्छु नि है.
Yeah, sure.
Jiggy, as thank you for still being here. There's one question that I missed. It was by Ranjita Dhital. She said that she has already graduated as a scholar of business studies and she's willing to study MBA. So will she be eligible? Jiggy, you're on mute.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah.
Hi. Yeah, with MBA, when did she finish her master's? She's done her master's, yeah?
A bachelor's.
She's done a bachelor's. With an MBA, you'd need 2 years work experience. That's 22 months of work experience. Does she have any work experience? You'd need 22 months to do an MBA.
I think like Jiggy, she's eligible for our extended master's degree. Extended.
Okay.
MBA. Yeah, because I already checked her percentage and everything. Okay.
Okay.
So we need to check her regarding IELTS. We need to check her marks, and we have an English language test. She need to pass that one.
Sure.
But if she's not directly enrolled, we can go for extended or extended.
Yeah,
business.
Yeah, what I would do is check for Ulster. If she wants to go to Ulster, just check her grade 12 if she's got 55%. And if she's done a degree in the last 3 years, then she'll be exempt for the English. But get that checked, please, yeah?
The MBS, I think like she's talking about Masters in Business Studies or a Master in Business Studies, isn't it? Yeah.
Is that what? Did she want to do an MBA or a master's? Like a master's
business, international business, like a master's in business. Yeah.
Okay. I hope that answers your question, Ranjita. Thank you so much, Jiggy, again.
No problem. That's fine.
Sorry, Bani, to interrupt you.
Okay, thank you so much. And अघि पनि मैले भने अहिले हामीसँग हुनुभएको कोही पनि स्टुडेन्टले केही क्वेसन्सहरू युकेमा भएको स्टुडेन्ट्सहरूसँग रिगार्डिङ करेन्ट सिचुएसन्स एन्ड अहिलेको सिचुएसनसँग स्टुडेन्ट्सहरू कसरी कप गरिरहेको छ एभ्रिथिङ यु क्यान आस्क बाई राइटिङ इट अन च्याट बक्स अर डाइरेक्ट आफ्नो माइक अनम्युट गरेर पनि सोध्न सक्नुहुन्छ हामीसँग अहिले दीक्षित पनि हुनुहुन्छ हाई दीक्षित
हाई
हजुरले आफ्नो केही एक्सपिरियन्सेसहरू शेयर गर्न चाहनुहुन्छ
ओके हाई एभ्रीवान दिस इज मी दीक्षित म चाहिँ हाल अहिले युकेमा मास्टर्स अध्ययनरत विद्यार्थी हुँ लेट मी कीप इट बिट इन्फर्मल है लेट मी स्पिक समथिङ अबाउट एजुकेसन सिस्टम ओभर हियर इट्स यो एजुकेसन सिस्टम युकेको चाहिँ इट्स टोटली डिफरेन्ट when you compare it to एजुकेसन सिस्टम अफ नेपाल जेनरली चाहिँ नेपालमा हुँदाखेरि वाट यु युज टु हियर इज बाहिर एब्रोडको स्टडी चाहिँ सजिलो हुन्छ अरे भनेर चाहिँ जेनरली सुनिन्छ कि एक्जाम एन्ड अल अलिकति सजिलो हुन्छ भनेर सुनिन्छ इभन माई ड्याड मम युज्ड टु से द्याट बट इट्स पार्सियली ट्रु बिकज लाइक यु नो नेपालमा जस्तो या यु डोन्ट ह्याभ टु एटेन्ड 3 hours एक्जाम इच एन्ड एभ्री इयर होइन इच एन्ड एभ्री सेमेस्टर लेट चाहिँ बट देन यहाँ चाहिँ रिसर्च बेस्डमा एसेसमेन्टहरू बुझाउनु पर्ने हुँदाखेरि तपाईँले चाहिँ एकदम रिसर्चहरू गर्नुपर्छ हामीहरूले एकदम रिसर्च गर्नुपर्छ सो इट्स बिट टफ एज हो एट अ टाइम अब एट द बिगिनिङ त अलिकति गाह्रै हुन्छ म त झन् रिसेन्टली आएको स्टुडेन्ट रिसेन्टली जनवरीमा आएको स्टुडेन्ट हो सो आई वाज जस्ट गेटिङ युज टु विथ इट बट अल अफ अ सडन अब COVID-19ले हिट गर्यो होइन अनि इट हेज मेड इभन मोर कम्प्लिकेटेड एटलिस्ट फर मी के सो अहिले चाहिँ हाम्रो कसरी चलिरहेछ भन्दाखेरि कोर्सहरू भइरहेछ क्लासहरू भइरहेछ बट इट्स ह्यापनिङ थ्रु अनलाइन जे पनि अनलाइनै भइरहेछ क्लास अनलाइन भइरहेछ इफ यु निड एनी सपोर्ट फ्रम ए प्रोफेसर देन you have to ask through mail and all and पहिला जस्तो अब फर्मल सरी फेस टु फेस अब क्लासमा गएर सोध्ने स्थिति अहिले छैन सो यु हेभ टु पास देम यो मेल अनि उहाँहरूले रिप्लाई गर्नुहुन्छ अनि रिगार्डिङ दिस एसेसमेन्ट एन्ड अल एसेसमेन्ट गर्नलाई चाहिँ हामीहरूको कस्तो हुन्छ भने एकदम रिसर्च गर्नुपर्छ अनि रिसर्च गर्नलाई कति इन्फर्मेसनहरू चाहिँ अनलाइनमा भेटिँदैन अन्त इन्फर्मेसनहरू हामीले भेट्ने भनेको चाहिँ लाइब्रेरीको बुकहरू है अनि कति कुराहरू चाहिँ ट्युटरहरूबाटै थाहा भइरहेको हुन्छ बट अहिले त लाइब्रेरीको एक्सेसिबिलिटी छैन सो इन द्याट केस रिसेन्टली चाहिँ मेरो के भयो भने एउटा रिसर्चको लेट मी सेयर माई एक्सपिरियन्स रिसर्चको एसेसमेन्ट गर्नलाई चाहिँ एउटा बुक लिनुपर्ने थियो थ्रु अनलाइन, बट द्याट वुड कस्ट अराउन्ड 75 पाउन्ड अनि 75 पाउन्ड द्याट्स अ बिग डिल नि त एउटा बुक किन्नलाई, एटलिस्ट फर नेप्लिज स्टुडेन्ट होइन। अनि मैले चाहिँ ट्युटरलाई आफ्नो कुरा राखेँ अनि he bought from the part of the university and he provided me. So this sort of help has been given to us as well. And multimedia use or multimedia को त अब त्यही अब अनलाइन के भन्छ अहिले कोभिड-19 मा पनि त्यही हो, पहिला पनि त्यही हो। अनि बिट एजुकेसन सिस्टम चाहिँ यही भयो हैन। अनि रिगार्डिङ अब अलिकति सजेसन पनि दिन्छु है, अस्ति मैले यो कुरा राख्न पाएको थिएन प्रिभियस सेसनमा। जो पनि स्टुडेन्टहरु आउनु हुँदैछ नि, मेनली चाहिँ ब्याचलरमा, just come to UK if you are a genuine student, genuine in a sense अब पढ्दै हैन आफ्नो कमाउँदै हैन पछिको पनि फी पे गर्छु भनेर त्यो तरिकाले चाहिँ नआउनुस्। म पनि आफैलाई जेन्युइन कन्सिडर गर्दिनँ क्या। पहिला चाहिँ म त्यस्तो मैले सोच्ने तरिका मेन्टालिटी चाहिँ मेरो त्यस्तो थिएन। त्यही भएर म चाहिँ के थियो भने अब त्यही जेनरली अब नेपालमै हुँदाखेरि अब पढाइ सजिलो हुन्छ भन्ने सुन्दै आएको हैन, काम गर्ने पढाइ त सधैँ पास गरिहाल्छु नि भन्ने तरिकाले लाग्थ्यो। इन्टरप्ट मी है, मैले टाइम धेरै लिइरहेको छु भने प्लिज इन्टरप्ट मी है।
मेरो एउटा क्वेसन छ है कि अब हजुरले के जानुभयो होइन, अब त्यहाँ त अब एक्टिभिटीहरू गर्दा त कस्ट पनि आइगै लाग्छ नि, यसको लागि चाहिँ हजुरले घरैबाट मगाउनु भएको छ कि त्यहीँ कमाउनु भएको छ नि?
प्लिज आस्क अगेन, अलिकति बुझिनँ मैले
भन्न खोजेको के हो भन्दाखेरि अब युके आइसकेपछि त पक्कै पनि त नेपालबाट पैसा माग्ने कुरा त हुँदैन नि होइन र?
एक्ज्याक्टली।
त्यसको लागि चाहिँ अब हामीले त्यहाँ कमाउँदाखेरि चाहिँ कस्तो छ, कसरी पाइन्छ होइन, कतिको जबहरू पाइन्छ,
यस्तो हुन्छ
वेजेस कति दिइरहेको छ पर आवर?
यस्तो हुन्छ, म यो मेन्टालिटी सुरुमा चाहिँ मेन्टालिटी कुरा हाम्रो त अब 20 आवर्स पर विकको जुन छ नि, अब यो कुरा त लागु हुन्छ। अनि यो चाहिँ तपाईँले अरू कन्ट्रीसँग कम्पेयर नगर्नुहोस् है। आई मिन लाइक कन्ट्री इन अ सेन्स जुन अब अस्ट्रेलियाहरूमा छ नि, फ्लेक्सिबल हुने 20 आवर्स भन्दा अलिकति बढी काम गर्दाखेरि पनि होइन, फ्लेक्सिबिलिटी जुन छ नि युकेमा चाहिँ त्यो लागु अलिक नहुँदैन किनभने यहाँ स्ट्रिक्ट छ है। किनभने 21 आवर्स चाहिँ पुग्यो भने पनि तपाईँले चाहिँ एकदम डिपोर्टै हान्न सक्छ क्या। सो तपाईँले
हजुर, अनि हजुरले चाहिँ पनि काम त गर्नुभएको छ होला नि, त्यस तपाईँले चाहिँ कति कमाइराख्नु पर्छ पर आवर?
कमाइको हिसाब जेनरली यस्तो हुन्छ, यहाँ चाहिँ जेनरली चाहिँ 8.23 पर आवर छ होइन, बेसिक लेभलको त्यो स्यालेरी चाहिँ पर आवरको हिसाबमा चाहिँ 8.23 छ, 8.23 पाउन्ड है। अनि मेरो चाहिँ अलिकति बढी छ, 8.71 छ। म चाहिँ डोमिनोजमा काम गरिरहेको छु।
हजुर,
म यसमा एड गरौँ है? ओके, नेपाली विद्यार्थीहरूलाई सबभन्दा एकदमै इम्पोर्टेन्ट चिज मैले लास्ट इयरमा पनि भनेको थिएँ है कुशल भाइ, यो कन्ट्री चाहिँ कमाएर म सस्टेन हुन्छु कति पाउन्ड पाइन्छ भनेर आउने देश होइन बाबु है। तिमीले चाहिँ रिसर्च के गर्नु पर्यो नेपालमा, अब आउँदाखेरि चाहिँ म त्यहाँ गएर म पढेर डिग्री के लिन्छु के, यो डिग्री इज द मोस्ट इम्पोर्टेन्ट थिङ है। अब तिमीले यहाँ कमाएको पैसाले सस्टेन हुनलाई, किन भन्दाखेरि हरेक देशको आफ्नो रुल छ होइन। लाइक अघि उसले दीक्षितले भनेको कुरामा एउटा चाहिँ के कुरामा चाहिँ म अर्को कुरा एड गर्छु भने, अस्ट्रेलियामा पनि 20 आवर्स भन्दा 21 आवर्स गर्दा पनि त्यही रुल छ है फेरि, डोन्ट फर्गेट अबाउट द्याट वान है। अस्ट्रेलियामा पनि डिपोर्टेसन छ, युकेमा पनि डिपोर्टेसन छ। विद्यार्थी भिजामा 20 घण्टा भन्दा माथि गर्न पाइँदैन एक्सेप्ट होलिडे है। त्यो 20 घण्टा काम गरेको पैसाले तिमीलाई खाना बस्न मात्र पुग्छ, बी क्लियर है, खाना बस्न मात्र पुग्छ। यु गेट नथिङ आउट अफ द्याट है। तिमीले आएको 3 महिना तिमीले आफूले पैसा लिएर आउनुपर्छ नेपालबाट, ओके, 3 महिना 4 महिनालाई पुग्नलाई। त्यति बेलासम्म तिम्रो काम स्टार्ट गरेर काम गर्नलाई चाहिँ अब दीक्षित जस्तो लक्की भयो भने द्याट्स डिफ्रेन्ट केस होइन। अदरवाइज मान्छेले 3 महिना चाहिँ लाग्छ काम पाउनलाई, ओके। सो आफ्टर 3 मन्थ्स तिमीले काम स्टार्ट गर्यो भने अर्को 3 महिना तिमीले त्यो कमाएको पैसाले खाना बस्न मात्र पुग्छ, नथिङ एल्स देन द्याट है। अनि समरमा तिमीले काम गरेको पैसाले तिमीले पार्सियली ट्युसन फी तिर्नलाई जम्मा गर्न सक्छौ, नट फुल। तिमीले 1000 पाउन्ड 2000 पाउन्ड 3000 पाउन्ड, ओके। बट नेक्स्ट इयरको फीको लागि चाहिँ तिमीले 50% बुझाउनु पर्ने युनिभर्सिटीको प्रावधान छ 90% कोमा, ओके। सो त्यो 50% पुर्याउनलाई चाहिँ तिम्रो घरबाट अलिअलि कुरा इन्जेक्ट चाहिँ गर्नुपर्ने आवश्यकता हुन सक्छ है। यो चाहिँ फ्याक्ट हो है, दिस इज द फ्याक्ट अफ यु है। कुनै अन्डर विद्यार्थीले तर जुन कोही विद्यार्थी प्लेसमेन्टमा आएको छ भने उसले चाहिँ जुन 3rd इयरमा प्रोग्रामको पैसाले 4th इयरमा तिर्ने भएको भएर 2 वर्षको लागि चाहिँ विद्यार्थीले घरबाट चाहिँ
अहिले चाहिँ मेरो इन्टरनेट क्लियर नभएर चाहिँ मैले बुझिनँ। जस्तै अब मैले चाहिँ त्यो इङ्ग्लिसको कुरा भएको थियो नि सर, त्यसमा इङ्ग्लिसको चाहिँ फर्स्ट यति मार्क्स आयो भने चाहिँ वेब गरिदिन्छ भन्ने जस्तो कुरा भयो नि
हो
त्यो चाहिँ त्यहाँ गरिदिन्छ भने हो कि गर्दिन भने आउँछ मैले अहिले इन्टरनेट कनेक्सनले गर्दा राम्ररी बुझ्न पाइनँ
केको कुरालाई भन त कस्तो कुन चाहिँ पर्सेन्टेज केको कुरालाई
फर इक्जाम्पल मैले चाहिँ मेरो चाहिँ +2 मा चाहिँ 74% छ अनि चाहिँ मैले इङ्ग्लिसमा चाहिँ 72 मार्क्स ल्याएको छु
ओके
अनि मेरो
तिम्रो 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 उ हुन्छ तिम्रो एक्जाम्सन हुन्छ हेलो हेलो
सुषमाले म्युट माइक म्युट गर्नुपर्छ होला उसकोबाट एक्सपिरियन्स आइरहेछ थ्याङ्क यू
अनि त्यो केसमा चाहिँ फेरि म चाहिँ जानुपर्ने लन्डन मेरो आफ्नै दिदी वहीँ हुनुहुन्छ होइन अनि त्यही लन्डनको कलेजमा जानुपर्ने त्यो केसमा चाहिँ अहिले मैले आइएल्स दिन्न भन्न खोजेको होइन कि अहिलेको सिचुएसनले
गर्दा यस्तो तिमीले जब आइएल्स नगर्दाखेरि तिमीलाई युनिभर्सिटीले एक्सेप्ट लिन्छ भने नि why you spending another 20,000 for IELTS?
Okay.
होइन र त्यो 20,000 त भिजा एप्लिकेसनमा तिर न ए सेम थिङ तिमीले आइएल्स दिएर आउनु नदिएर आउनु यसमा भिजामा तिम्रो केही पनि असर हुँदैन है तर अब तिम्रो स्पोकन राम्रो हुनु पर्यो युनिभर्सिटी आफ्नो इन्टरभ्यू लिन्छ त्यो इन्टरभ्यूमा तिमीले पास हुनु पर्यो होइन तिम्रो क्यास दिनुभन्दा अगाडि युनिभर्सिटीले प्री क्यास इन्टरभ्यू भनेर लिन्छ त्यो इन्टरभ्यूमा चाहिँ तिमीलाई क्वेसनहरू सोध्छ तिमीलाई इङ्ग्लिसमा सोध्छ तिमीले जवाफ दिन सक्नु पर्यो होइन डिपेन्ड हुन्छ
त्यो त हो एक्ज्याक्टली हो लकडाउन खुलेपछि त त्यही पनि मैले त एकचोटि दिन्छु बिफोर लकडाउन खुल्न अगाडि चाहिँ यो भएर एप्लाई गर्न मिल्छ कि मिल्दैन भनेर सोधे अब मैले
अघि नै हमिदले कुरा क्लियर भइसकेको छ मिल्छ होइन सो यु डोन्ट टु वरी अबाउट आइएल्स अब तिमीले चाहिँ सकेसम्म पहिला चाहिँ हाम्रो स्टाफलाई कन्ट्याक्ट गर्नु पर्यो ओके हाम्रो नेपाल टिमलाई या इमेल एड्रेस आएको छ तिम्रो डकुमेन्ट पठाऊ त्यसपछि एसेसमेन्ट गरेर हामी युनिभर्सिटीलाई पठाइदिन्छौँ अनि वान्स अफर लेटर आएपछि तिमीलाई भनिदिन्छु अब तिम्रो आफन्त यहाँ हुनुहुन्छ भने त आई थिङ्क तिमीलाई धेरै कुराहरू थाहा पनि छ होइन र युके चाहिँ नेपालको विद्यार्थीहरूले आएर म कमाएर अनि म लुकेर बस्छु म यहाँ छलेर बस्छु भनेर आउने देश चाहिँ होइन इलिगल बस्न आउने देश चाहिँ होइन सरी इफ छ भने चाहिँ युके नआउनु है यो सोच छ भने युके नआउनु म तिमीलाई भने भयो एभ्री स्टुडेन्ट है कोही विद्यार्थीलाई युकेमा गएर म तिर्न सकिनँ भन्दा रिफ्युजी भएर बस्दिन्छु रिफ्युजी भएर पनि युकेमा हुन्छ भन्ने भने चाहिँ प्लिज दिस कन्ट्री इज नट फर यु गाइज पढेर आएर 3 वर्षपछि म राम्रोसँग एउटा सेटल पर्सन हुन्छु भन्छौ भने चाहिँ यस है यो देश हो पढ्न सक्ने क्यापेसिटी छ भने है यो पढ्ने विद्यार्थीको लागि भएको युनिभर्सिटी हो है पढ्ने हुन्छ नि जो एउटा पोजिटिभ फिडब्याक भएको स्टुडेन्ट आउने देश चाहिँ हो होइन पोजिटिभ सेन्स माइन्डसेट भएकोलाई तर पोजिटिभ छैन भने चाहिँ यु निड टु थिङ्क अलि धेरै नै सोच्नुपर्छ है विद्यार्थीहरूलाई तर पनि अब युनिभर्सिटीहरूको अप्सन चाहिँ युज गरेर न
अब अझै पनि एउटा क्वेसन सोध्छु ल मैले चाहिँ यो के बुझ्यो इन्फर्मेसन पाइरहेको छु भन्दाखेरि डाइरेक्ट एमबिए गरिसकेपछि चाहिँ 2 इयर्स पिएचडब्ल्यू दिन्छ देन आफ्टर हामी चाहिँ नेपाल आउनुपर्छ भन्ने मैले यो सुनिरहेको छु तर एमएससी गर्यो भने चाहिँ हामी त्यो कम्प्लिट गर्यो देन आफ्टर हामी फेरि पनि एमबिए गर्न पाइन्छ त्यसपछि बस्न पाइन्छ भन्ने कुरा हो
यो मिथ छोड्दियो है अब तिमीलाई कसले भनेको छ मलाई थाहा छैन होइन र अब म 2011 देखि युकेमा बसेर काम गरिरहेको छु होइन लास्ट 3 years ब्याक त आइएम द ओन्ली वान ब्रिटिस काउन्सिल सर्टिफाइड एजेन्ट थिएँ 2 वर्ष त है कोही पनि थिएन नेपाली है अहिले अलिअलि थपिनु भएको छ है ब्रिटिस काउन्सिल सर्टिफाइड काउन्सिलरहरू युके गभर्मेन्टले के भनेको छ भने एमबिए गरेपछि तिमीले पिएचडब्ल्यू गर्न पाउँछौ तर एमबिए गरेपछि तिमी किन अर्को मास्टर्स गर्छौ त्यो त तिमीले 2 वर्षपछि डिसाइड गर्छौ तिमी मास्टर्स गर्छौ कि तिमीले टियर 2 जब पाएर वर्कमा जान्छौ या तिमीले आफ्नो बिजनेस गर्छौ या तिमीले चाहिँ त्यसपछि नभएर पिएचडी गर्छौ होइन र द्याट सेभरल वेज होइन एउटा मात्र बाटो छैन धेरै बाटो छ ओके तर विद्यार्थीमा जेन्युन हुनु पर्यो तिमीमा चाहिँ जेन्युन इन्टेन्सन हुनु पर्यो होइन र जेन्युन इन्टेन्सन लिएर आएर गभर्मेन्टले अब अस्ट्रेलिया बेसको पोइन्ट बेस सिस्टम ल्याउँछु भन्ने कुरा भइरहेछ होइन र त्यहाँ सेभरल बाटोहरू खुल्दैछ तर विद्यार्थीहरूले के हो भने पनि पहिला आफूले के सोच्नु पर्यो भने म के उद्देश्यले जाँदैछु कि ओके मोटिभेसन चाहिँ क्लियर हुनु पर्यो अब त्यही हो मैले भने नि अब तिमीले चाहिँ यहाँ कुनै पनि पर्टिकुलर सब्जेक्ट आएर त्यसले चाहिँ बाटो रोक्छ भन्ने चाहिँ छैन
ओके थ्याङ्क यू
है त्यसले केही फरक पर्दैन
हुन्छ हस् थ्याङ्क यू
ल है आई होप लाइक मैले तिम्रो सबै क्वेरिजको चाहिँ एन्सर दिएँ है
हैन हो एकदम ओके
अब यो हेर यो देश चाहिँ त्यति सजिलो चाहिँ छैन है सबै नेपाली विद्यार्थीहरूलाई है किन अब तपाईँले फेरि यत्रो फेयर गरिरहनु भएको छ विद्यार्थीलाई चाहिँ किन सजिलो छैन भन्दाखेरि यस्तो रियालिटी पनि है किन विद्यार्थीहरूले यो भनेर आइसकेपछि नेपाली विद्यार्थीहरू नेपालमा नै के गर्ने सोच छ भने चाहिँ त्यो एकदमै राम्रो मैले अन्डर ग्रेजुएटलाई अस्ति पनि भने आज पनि भन्छु होइन र इफ नेपालमै पढ्ने व्यवस्था छ भने नेपालमै पढ्दा पनि हुन्छ होइन तर होइन मलाई चाहिँ हुन्छ नि एउटा केही गर्छु भन्ने सोच छ भने चाहिँ आफू स्ट्रङ भएर आउनुपर्छ है यहाँ अरू कसैले गरिदिँदैन है मेरो मामा छ अङ्कल छ आन्टी छ दिदी छ दाई छ भाइ छ अङ्कल दे अल आर वर्किङ हियर है सबैसँग नेपालमा जस्तो टाइम हुँदैन सो यु निड टु थिङ्क फर योर सेल्फ फर्स्ट है
ओके हुन्छ हस् थ्याङ्क यू
थ्याङ्क यू बाबु
Thank you so much, Adi sir, for your valuable suggestions. And thank you, Anand, for active participation. And Praveen, can I ask a question? Praveen, you can ask, right? Chat box, yeah, you can unmute your mic and so no questions.
हेलो नमस्ते म प्रवीण बोल्दैछु सुन्नु न मैले चाहिँ के सोध्नु लागेको भनेपछि मेरो कोर्स मैले हेरेको डिजास्टर म्यानेजमेन्टमा हेरिरहेको थिएँ युनिहरूमा अनि मोस्ट अफ देममा चाहिँ 1 इयरको डिग्री छ मोरलेस मैले खोजिरहेको चाहिँ 2 इयर्सको डिग्री भयो भने अलि लाइक त्यहाँ एडजस्ट हुन नि सजिलो होला वा प्लस पिएचडब्ल्यू को लागि पनि सजिलो होला भनेर म हेरिरहेको थिएँ सो त्यसमा चाहिँ
म यसलाई क्लियर गर्छु है प्रवीण प्रवीणको कोर्सहरू चाहिँ किन 2 वर्षको किन हुँदैन भन्दाखेरि इट्स नट द लाइक रेगुलर कोर्स के हैन यो अलिकति हुन्छ नि स्पेशल कोर्सहरू हो अनि युकेमा प्राय 1 इयरकै हुन्छ कोर्सहरू है अहिले चाहिँ यो हुन्छ नि पहिला जब पिएचडब्ल्यू थिएन युनिभर्सिटीहरूमा प्लेसमेन्ट चाहियो जस्तो नेपालमा एमबिए चाहिँ 1 वर्षको लागि भ्यालिडेट नगर्ने भएर युनिभर्सिटीले 2 वर्षको कोर्स डिजाइन गरेको थियो हैन सो नेपालमा पनि भ्यालिडेसन होस् जस्तै सिमिलर गोज टु आईटी हैन अब डिजास्टर म्यानेजमेन्ट 1 इयरको छ भने 1 इयर पछि के गर्ने भन्दाखेरि गभर्नमेन्टले यो अहिले चाहिँ पिएचडब्ल्यू ग्रेजुएट इन्स्टिट्युट भनेर ल्याएको छ नि हैन यु आर सेप्टेम्बरमा पढ्न आउनु भयो भने उसमा के
म त्यसमा एलिजिबल हुन्छ कि हुँदैन
हजुर
म त्यसको एलिजिबल हुन्छ कि हुँदैन
मैले ब्याकग्राउन्ड हेर्नुपर्छ एकाडेमिक ब्याकग्राउन्ड र पर्सेन्टेज हेर्नुपर्छ हैन विदाउट डकुमेन्टेड एसेसमेन्ट नगरिकन त हामीले भन्न सक्दैनौँ तर अब पर्टिकुलर युनिभर्सिटी कुन चाहिँ हो त्यो पनि हेर्नु पर्यो हैन र तर त्यसको लागि चाहिँ बेसिक क्राइटेरिया मिट गर्छ भने हुन्छ र त्यो विद्यार्थी सेप्टेम्बरमा पढ्न आउने 1 इयर पढ्नको विद्यार्थीले नेक्स्ट इयर पिएचडब्ल्यू चाहिँ एप्लाई गर्न मिल्छ
पाइन्छ है थ्यांक यू
Thank you, Praveen, and thank you, Adi sir. हामीसँग एकजना चाहिँ युकेको स्टुडेन्ट हुनुहुन्छ सुनिता जी सुनिता हजुरले के भन्न चाहनुहुन्छ हजुरको एक्सपिरियन्सलाई लिएर
हेलो नमस्ते सबैजनालाई सबैजना राम्रैसँग बसिराख्नु भएको छ म चाहिँ अहिले मास्टर्स इन इन्टरनेसनल हस्पिटालिटी एन्ड टुरिज्म पढ्दैछु अनि अब बेसिकली सबै कुराहरू लाइक हाम्रो सरले पनि भनिसक्नु भइसकेको छ मेरो कलिगहरूले पनि भन्नु भइसकेको छ हैन तर त्यसमा कतिपय कुराहरूलाई चाहिँ अब एड अन गर्नु नै हो भन्ने हो भने चाहिँ लाइक एड अन मतलब अब तपाईहरुको मैले च्याट बक्समा पनि हेरे लाइक कतिजनाको कति एक्सपिरियन्सहरू छ भनेर भन्नुभयो हैन सो द्याट्स द फर्स्ट पोइन्ट जो पनि जतिजना पनि स्टुडेन्ट्सहरू चाहिँ युके आउँदै हुनुहुन्छ भने चाहिँ कामको एक्सपिरियन्स चाहिँ एकदम काउन्ट एकदमै मस्ट है त्यो भएको कारणले गर्दा आई होप तपाईँ यदि आउनु भएछ इफ तपाईँले सबै कुराहरू क्राइटेरिया मेटअप गरेर तपाईँ यहाँ आउनु भएछ भने चाहिँ माइ बी युल बी द एलिजिबल क्यान्डिडेट टु अप्लाई एनी जब्स रिलेटेड टु यर फिल्ड इभन म आफै पनि नेपालमा काम गरेर आएको थिएँ मास्टर्स गर्नको लागि यहाँनिर सो द्याट अब जबको पर्सपेक्टबाट हेर्ने हो भने चाहिँ मैले पनि अब 3 मन्थ्स त यतिकै बसेँ यहीँ पनि आफूले आफूलाई नै लाइक आफूले आफूलाई प्लस म बस्ने सिटीलाई चाहिँ मतलब सर्च गरेँ हैन त्यो भएको कारणले गर्दाखेरि चाहिँ मेरो 3 मन्थ्स त्यतिमै भयो सो एन्ड देन आफ्टर आई मुभ टु केयर होममा चाहिँ अब एज अ केयरको रूपमा काम पनि गरेँ एन्ड देन आफ्टर फाइनली मैले आफूले काम गर्ने फिल्डमै काम पाएँ होटलमा सो द्याट लाइक अब यहाँबाट चाहिँ अब म आफूलाई के आई मिन लाइक वाट आई गेन फ्रम दिस एक्सपिरियन्स र वाट आई वान्टेड टु टिच फ्रम दिस एक्सपिरियन्स भन्दाखेरि चाहिँ अब जति पनि तपाईँहरू स्टुडेन्टहरू चाहिँ नेपालदेखि आउनुहुन्छ नि त्यतिखेर चाहिँ प्यानिक नहुनुहोस् होइन आफूले चाहिँ आफ्नो मनदेखि ट्राई गर्नुहोस् किप अन ट्राइङ तपाईँहरूले जति ट्राई गर्न सक्नुहुन्छ जति अब आफू एकदमै प्यासेन्ट राख्नुहुन्छ आफूमा त्यो भइसके पछाडि चाहिँ तपाईँहरूले चाहिँ वान डे एक न एक दिन त तपाईँहरू आफ्नो भनेको फिल्डमा त ल्यान्ड गर्नुहुन्छ होइन अनि त्यो भएको कारणले गर्दाखेरि चाहिँ त्यही हो अनि अब अघि सुन्दाखेरि लाइक अब कामको लागि भन्दा हामी 20 आवर्स भन्दा हामी बेसी काम पनि गर्न पाउँदैन लाइक हरि सरले पनि भन्नुभयो यदि 20 आवर्स भन्दा बेसी भएछ भने चाहिँ वी विल बी डिपोर्टेड ब्याक टु आवर कन्ट्री सो जति पनि आउँदै हुनुहुन्छ तपाईँहरूले चाहिँ के सोच्नु कि लाइक अब दीक्षितले पनि भन्नुभयो होइन अब अस्ट्रेलियामा अलिकति फ्लेक्सिबिलिटी छ होइन त्यहाँनिर तर त्यहाँ मोस्ट अफ द स्टुडेन्टहरू मेरै साथीहरू पनि जानुभएको छ उहाँहरू चाहिँ अब क्यास इन ह्यान्ड काम गर्दै हुनुहुन्छ सो द्याट्स एकदम नराम्रो पनि हो होइन किनभने अब त्यसो गर्दाखेरि चाहिँ तपाईँ आफूलाई नै लाइक घाटामा हुन्छ नि त लसमा हुन्छ नि त त्यो भएको कारणले गर्दाखेरि त्यस्तो सोचेर चाहिँ नआउनुहोस् प्लिज भन्छु युकेमा चाहिँ अब त्यही अब टर्म टाइम भन्दा चाहिँ हामी अर्को टाइम हामी लाइक हाम्रो होलिडे भएको टाइममा चाहिँ हामी चाहिँ फुल टाइम काम गर्न पाउँछौँ त्यो भएको कारणले गर्दाखेरि चाहिँ जो सबै आफू आउनुभन्दा अगाडि चाहिँ रिसर्च गरेर आउनुहोस् होइन अब इन फर्दर अब केही इन्फर्मेसन रिगार्डिङ अबाउट अब मेरो म इन्टरनेसनल हस्पिटालिटी गरिरहेको छु यदि कोही पनि हुनुहुन्छ भने जस्ट लेट मी नो आई विल बी एबल टु आन्सर यर क्वेसन्स एज वेल रिगार्डिङ अबाउट माई लाइक मैले एक्सपिरियन्स गरेको थ्रुबाट चाहिँ सो आई थिङ्क आजलाई यति नै अनि stay safe, sound, and be healthy. त्यही भन्न चाहन्छु. Okay, thank you.
Thank you so much, Sunita ji. Hari sir, you would like to add something? अब हाम्रो लास्ट प्रोग्रामको इन्डमा छ हामी. So
एउटा क्वेशन आएको छ है यो अब I don't know, there is no name. For masters +2 English marks matters to apply without IELTS 12 marks add only 12 marks as more than 10%. नो यस्तो छ मास्टर्सको लागि कुनै पनि पर्सेन्टेज है 50 एबोभ कोही पनि विद्यार्थीले एप्लाई गर्न पाउनुहुन्छ हैन डाइरेक्ट मास्टर्समा 50 भन्दा तल छ भन्ने चाहिँ प्री मास्टर्स टु मास्टर्समा जान पाइन्छ है अब रिगार्डिङ आईएलटीएस हो अब अहिलेको यस्तो अवस्थामा अब आईएलटीएस दिन जाने सम्भावना छैन देयर अदर हुन्छ नि अनलाइन टेस्टहरु पनि छ त्यो दिदा पनि हुन्छ र अनि त्यसपछि अब कम्पल्सरी आईएलटीएस हो आईएलटीएस कम्पल्सरी भन्दा पनि युनिभर्सिटीहरु पर्टिकुलर सर्टेन युनिभर्सिटीहरुलाई चाहिँ त्यो अप्सन छ कि दे क्यान वेभ द आईएलटीएस बिकज हुन्छ नि एसेसिङ तपाईहरुको 12 को मार्क्सले या आफ्नो नै अनलाइन टेस्ट लिएर है अब हामीसँग चाहिँ 10-12 युनिभर्सिटीहरु छ पास्ट हामी 4-5 वर्षदेखि काम गर्दै छौं हामीले विदाउट आईएलटीएस को पनि विद्यार्थी हाम्रो धेरै यहाँ हुनुहुन्छ हैन र मेजोरिटी अफ द स्टुडेन्ट विदाउट आईएलटीएस पनि आउनु भएको छ हैन र उहाँहरुले आफ्नो पढाइमा राम्रो पनि गर्नु भएको छ त्यो भनेर हामीले हरेक विद्यार्थीलाई आईएलटीएस बिना नै लिएर आको भन्ने होइन हाम्रो एउटा सिस्टम छ जस्तो अघि हामीले क्यूए को हेर्यौं क्यूए को आफ्नो इंग्लिश ल्याङ्ग्वेज टेस्टिङ सिस्टम छ इज सिमिलर टु आईएलटीएस है यति मात्र फरक छ कि तपाईले घरमा बसेर टेस्ट दिनुहुन्छ है एन्ड इट्स फ्री अफ कस्ट हैन इज गिभिङ आई एम जस्ट गिभिङ समथिङ ब्याक टु माई कन्ट्री एज वेल है मेरो विद्यार्थीले 20,000 रुपैयाँ तिरेर त्यो आईएलटीएस गर्नु भन्दा नि 20,000 त विद्यार्थीहरुलाई फ्रीमा दियौ नि त हामीले हैन ओके व्हाई नट युटिलाइज दिस अप्सन्स मात्र हो है अब विद्यार्थीले अब त्यही हो कि तपाईहरुकोमा अप्सन्स छ वेदर यु आर न युटिलाइज दिस अप्सन्स अर नट भन्ने कुरा हैन अब आईएलटीएस बिना आउँदा पनि के फरक पर्दैन आईएलटीएस आउँदा पनि के फरक पर्दैन एउटा कुराले मात्र फरक पर्छ जब विद्यार्थीले रिसर्च नगरिकन आउनुहुन्छ रिसर्च चाहिँ म कहाँ जाँदै छु के पढ्दै छु के गर्दै छु अघि हाम्रो स्टुडेन्टहरुले भनेको कुरा सुन्नु भयो हैन र प्रोपर रिसर्च गरेर आउनुहोस् हैन यो कन्ट्री कमाउनको लागि आउने कन्ट्री चाहिँ होइन प्लिज यो चाहिँ दिमागबाट हटाइदिनुस् है पाउन्डको भ्यालु 150 छ तर पाउन्ड यहाँ रुखमा फल्दैन है एभ्री वानले काम गर्नुपर्छ यहाँ हैन अब पढ्नको लागि चाहिँ इज अ हेभन है लिभिङ कस्ट सस्तो छ पढ्नको लागि राम्रो छ जति पैसा यहाँ तिर्नुहुन्छ एज कम्पेयर टु अदर कम्पिटिटर कन्ट्री त्यसमा 3 टाइम्स लाग्छ हैन पैसा सस्तो छ 1 इयरमा मास्टर्स डिग्री सकिन्छ अरु ठाउँमा 2 वर्ष लाग्छ हैन र लिभिङ कस्ट अरु ठाउँमा अरु देशहरुमा जति छ त्यसको भन्दा यहाँ आधा सस्तो छ तर त्यही अनुपातमा कमाइ पनि सस्तो छ त्यही अनुपातमा अरु चीज पनि त्यही छ लिभिङ कस्ट पनि त्यही सो विद्यार्थीहरुले राम्रो रिसर्च गरेर आउनु आफ्नो जानलाको युनिभर्सिटी पढ्न जानलाको कोर्स के कोर्स पढ्छु पढिसकेपछि म फ्युचरमा के हुन्छु हैन त्यो सबै कुरा नेपालमै डिटरमिन गरेर आउने हो रियालिटी भर्सेस हुन्छ एक्सपेक्टेसन भन्ने छ नि त्यो चाहिँ यहाँ डिफरेन्ट हुन्छ है नेपालबाट धेरै एक्सपेक्टेसन गरेर नआउने हैन सो यो चीजले चाहिँ एउटा पक्क भएर आउनुपर्छ रिसर्च नै ठुलो कुरा हो इनाजीले के भन्न खोज्नु भएको छ जस्तो लाग्छ मलाई उहाँको माइक अन
एलिनाजी हजुर के सोध्न चाहनुहुन्छ?
यहाँ सुन म यिनलाई हस्पिटल बोले हजुर म अहिले सुनिरहेको छु यहाँ हजुर हजुर यहाँ सुन्नु न यिनलाको अहिले एसएलसी मा इंग्लिशमा 69 आएको छ
हजुर
प्लस अनि प्लस अब ब्याचलर नर्सिङमा त 76% आएको छ राम्रै छ के छ उसले के फेरि इंग्लिश क्लासको लागि मैले मैले बुक पनि गर्न खोजिरहेको छु
एसएलसी मा 69 छ भने त पुगेन के मास्टर्सलाई 70 नै चाहिन्छ हैन
हजुर हजुर हैन इंग्लिश क्लास लिने पनि कुरा भइरहेछ अहिले यहाँ
उहाँको चाहिँ के गर्नु पर्ने उहाँको चाहिँ इंग्लिश ल्याङ्ग्वेज टेस्ट हुन्छ युनिभर्सिटीको हैन
हजुर हजुर
उहाँले चाहिँ त्यो इंग्लिश ल्याङ्ग्वेज टेस्ट पास गर्नु भयो भने चाहिँ
हजुर हजुर ए सुन्नु म उसको हस्पिटल बोला के डिपेन्डको के छ हजुरहरुले कस्तो के छ डिपेन्डमा जान
डिपेन्डेन्ट जस्तो छ डिपेन्डेन्ट क्यान एप्लाई टुगेदर हैन
हजुर हजुर हजुर
सरकारी स्टुडेन्टको एडमिसन हुनु पर्यो अनि त्यसपछि हामी सबै डकुमेन्टेसन पछि चाहिँ हाम्रो क्या हुन्छ कुनै पनि मास्टर्स लेभलको स्टुडेन्टको डिपेन्डेन्ट चाहिँ आउन पाइन्छ है
ए हजुर हजुर धन्यवाद हजुर
मास्टर्स लेभलको स्टुडेन्टले चाहिँ डिपेन्डेन्ट ल्याउन पाउनुहुन्छ हैन अब त्यसमा सर्टेन
हुन्छ हुन्छ बाकी ठिकै छ धन्यवाद हरि सर म बाकी कुरा हाम्रो बेनी बेनीसँग गर्छु नि सबै कुराहरु
ल हुन्छ सर हुन्छ
हस् हस् हस्
थ्यांक यू बेनजी
I think anyone have any questions regarding UK admission हैन UK को बारेमा छ भने चाहिँ तपाई फ्रीली सोध्नुहुन्छ है अब नेपालको डकुमेन्टेसनको केही बारेमा छ भने चाहिँ हाम्रो केदार सरले गर्नुहुन्छ are you talking about Roehampton University only for now or you are also processed हामी चाहिँ UK को 70+ युनिभर्सिटीको काम गर्छौं डाइरेक्टली है we are the largest I think we are the largest now भन्ने बेला भइसक्यो हैन एजुकेसन कन्सल्टेन्सी फर हुन्छ नि नेपालको लागि सबभन्दा ठुलो वान अफ द बिगेस्ट एजुकेसन कन्सल्टेन्सी हो जसले रिप्रेजेन्ट गर्छ UK को युनिभर्सिटीहरु है सो तपाईहरु कुनै पनि युनिभर्सिटी है यो पर्टिकुलर एउटा युनिभर्सिटी भन्छ आजको सेसन चाहिँ QA को हो हैन र बट यु क्यान एप्लाई एनी युनिभर्सिटी चोइस अफ योर्स हैन हामी प्रोसेस गर्न सक्छौं एनी युनिभर्सिटी इन UK है फ्रम टप 10 को चाहिँ अब एजेन्ट हुँदैन हैन र आफ्टर टप 10 एनी युनिभर्सिटी अफ UK हामी प्रोसेस गर्न सक्छौं वी आर क्यापेबल टु प्रोसेस अल द युनिभर्सिटीज है अनि अब ठीक छ तपाईको अब रोहाम्पटन बाइक अरु कुनै युनिभर्सिटी छ भने पनि वी आर ह्यापी टु प्रोसेस है त्यो गर्न मिल्छ
थ्यांक यू सो मच सर
बाजुजीको आई थिंक दे अरु केही क्वेशन छ भने चाहिँ प्लिज हाम्रो नेपाल टिमलाई है मैले अघि पनि शेयर गर्दिन तपाईलाई डिटेल्स हैन यो नेपाल टिमको हाम्रो टिमलाई कन्ट्याक्ट गर्नु होला है अनि हामीलाई प्रोसेस हामी फर्दर प्रोसेस गरौँला Okay, Bani, it goes to you now.
Thank you so much, sir. Thank you. I think I have so many students are really have no queries or answer satisfying रूपमा पाउनु भयो होला and thank you so much for all participants, students and Ziggy, Hamid, our Arisa, our team and everyone. यहाँ जोडिनु भएको सबै स्टुडेन्ट्सहरु प्लस हामीलाई फेसबुकमा लाइभ हेरेर बस्नु भएको सबै स्टुडेन्ट्सहरुलाई thank you so much for being with us. If you हजुरहरुसँग केही क्वेरीज छ रिगार्डिङ UK युनिभर्सिटी कोर्सेसको बारेमा या भिजा डकुमेन्टेसन प्रोसेस एनीथिङ हजुरहरुले हामीलाई एनी टाइम कन्ट्याक्ट गर्न सक्नुहुन्छ थ्रु फोन नम्बर थ्रु फोन इमेल भाइबर व्हाट्सएप फेसबुक जुनसुकै वेबाट पनि हजुरहरुले हामीलाई कन्ट्याक्ट गर्न सक्नुहुन्छ सो द्याट्स अल फर टुडे थ्यांक यू सो मच all of you for joining with us. Thank you.
Thank you all. Take care. Stay safe. Stay home. Okay. Thank you. Bye-bye.